Hello, everyone. Hi, happy Saturday. Maybe I drowned that out. I don't know. Hello, we are Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening. And these people around me are heathens and my best friends. Anyways, Jesus Christ. Today we'll be continuing on our across the Eberron campaign. They have broken my brain already, and we have not even started. We're going to be continuing on with our across Eberron campaign, but before we do a couple of announcements really quickly, we are still raising money for Extra Life. Our goal for the year is going to be 2,000, so we still got plenty of time. But if you don't know what Extra Life is, they raise money for sick and injured kids for the Children's Miracle Network and children's hospitals all across America and other places. We're raising money for the Children's Hospital of Atlanta, which is building a brand new hospital for children. So donate to Extra Life and you'll be entered in to win some cool prizes and such when we hit certain milestones. So you donate and then come watch our next stream when we hit those milestones. You can be entered into and enter in to win things like a digital copy of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, SteelSeries Gaming Mouse, and a SteelSeries Gaming Keyboard. So go donate Extra Life and win some cool prizes. Yeah. Next announcement, not quite yet, but on the 18th, which is next Friday, I believe, I don't know days, is our very own Koshik's, Brittany's birthday. So we will not be streaming next Saturday, or at least we won't be streaming the Eberron campaign. We're going to be doing a one shot, and go check out our Twitter to get some hints on what that one shot is going to be about. But happy birthday, Brittany, since we will not see you then. As is tradition, you will get your birthday 20 after your birthday passes for you to use whenever you would like to. So, and then...
Don't you have a birthday?
I do. Yeah. I forgot about that. My birthday's on the 15th.
God damn it.
I'll give...
So Erish gets a birthday.
Erish will get a birthday 20 on... an NPC of my choice will get a birthday 20.
Oh god.
We'll roll for it.
Oh, you know what? No, that's a crit.
Only an allied NPC. Only an allied NPC.
We'll see. Anyways, so thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to continue on with this thing, but before we do, any other announcements? Anything else? Anything that I missed? Anything at all?
Don't think so.
In that case, last we left off, Artyom made contact with a band of gnolls contracted to travel into the Baishik Mountains by some benefactor called the Flesh Weaver. After some conversation and lucky rolls, he was able to provide the malnourished gnolls with some cactus to eat, after which they needed to part ways, as their mission could not wait. The party discussed an odd occurrence where Eris spoke to someone on the ship masquerading as Artyom, and their numerous enemies that could have dropped in on them. Crowley began sewing a Chiron dress for the odd doll that Gandalf found in his room. Gorham spoke to his hammer, the Titan's Fist, who had a choice hand gesture for him, and wasn't very helpful in his quest to prove his worthiness. Milo, Koshik, and Gainwin spoke on the moons, both in regard to Madison's transformation, as well as the significance of blood moons, of which they have seemed to have gained 3 blood moons in their absence. Then, the party was assaulted by a squadron of Manticore, there to slaughter them all and steal their belongings. We ended with Erish bloodied on the ground from a nasty bite, making it back from the brink of death, just taking a breath. And that is where we cut to Artyom. Artyom, you are, let's say, not in such a jaunty place. It is cold here where you are. You're at the bottom of the Baishik Mountains here, or several miles off of not the Baishik Mountains, but the Iron Root Mountains. I misspoke.
You fool.
You have just stepped through the you have just stepped through the tree you haven't been to, or at least been around in quite some time. You haven't been to the plains in, well, a couple of months at the very least, where you met up with Crowley and then went into Karnath. But a cold winter breeze is blowing through. Your current gear, what you are currently wearing, is not made for this weather. So, you have a choice to make right now, and that is where you'll be going to and the path that you'll be taking to get there. Which means, are you going to be traveling along the Carnathi border on the bottom of the Iron Root Mountains, higher in the sky towards the peaks of the Iron Root Mountains, or closer towards the valley on the eastern side of the Iron Root Mountains, in between the Iron Root and the Hoarfrost?
I'd probably just go higher and not try to bother too much with the cold and just go air elemental for most of my waking hours.
Okay. Because we spoke about before, this journey is not going to be done in one day.
Right.
So you are not able to use gaseous form today,
Right.
correct?
Right, the wind walk. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't use it today because I transported via plants.
All right. So you travel for most of this day, and this is the third day. Not that you know this, but your allies later today will be assaulted by a squadron of Manticore in just a few hours. But you, knowing the mission that you have, take off in your air elemental form. How many hours do you have of that form?
It should be 11, I believe.
11 hours. Okay, so easy enough with your short rest region of these. You'll be able to do this twice, probably, obviously not traveling the full 11 hours, but you would be able to get a little bit of extra distance maybe on a second one.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't short rest and do it again if I know it's going to take me multiple days. I know I will eventually need to sleep, so probably once I get closer towards nighttime, I would try to hunt something to get a little bit of warmth.
Well, I'm going to say we need to establish where you are. Which one of those three paths are you taking? You're going to stay higher in the mountains themselves, traveling along the peaks, or to which side?
I mean, I'd probably stay closer to the western side just because I know that's where the city is, on the western side of the mountain range, right? Or it goes through the whole mountain range, doesn't it?
It is within the mountain.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably just stay on the western side.
Okay. Very well. As you travel further and further north, you know, air elementals immune to exhaustion, thankfully. So, but you do feel the temperature dropping the further north you get. The further north you get, the colder it gets. And you see dark clouds start to loom in, and a blizzard starts to roll in.
Oh, that's not good.
I'd like you to roll
All
a D100 for me.
All right, let's do this. That is a 93. I hope that's good.
Artyom, as you land in the foothills of the Ironroot Mountains, this blizzard rolling through, and your boots hitting the snow that's been here for a while and starting to be built on top of. It is negative 93 degrees, and you are freezing to death.
Negative 93 degrees?
Correct. As the wind blows an Arctic blast across you. What are you doing? At this rate, you are freezing to death. You are going to be taking exhaustion every 5 minutes that you are out in this weather. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, I will try to, shit. I was not expecting the cold to get that cold. Yeah, I will try to, I guess, create some type of fire to keep me warm.
How so?
I will churn earth through snow until I can get to actual dirt, and then create flame on whatever trees might be nearby. Or you said it's a blizzard, so like the wind's going ape shit.
Correct. Wind is picked up. It is rough out here right now. If you're digging, you're not going to be able to dig fast enough through ice unless you do it via magical means.
Right,
So,
I have mold earth. Well, would I take that if I mold wood or like meld with stone or whatever? Would I take that damage while inside the rock?
does it do anything about your outsides?
I do. I do not know how that functions. I'm not sure if it says anything in specific with that.
If it doesn't say anything about the weather, then the rock is going to be just as cold. Especially the distance that you go in.
Right. Yeah. I am not exactly sure. Well, I mean, I'm. Is there anything that I know about how long blizzards usually last? Like, I don't know as Kit how long blizzards last. If there's storms that last days, or usually just a couple of hours, or what?
Give me a survival check.
14 plus 9. So, 23.
RTM, you look towards the sky and it's difficult to see right here. There doesn't seem to be much letting up. This is going to last for several hours, but you don't have several hours in this temperature.
All right. I will, can I see where it's coming from, or if it's going in a direction or anything like that?
Looks to be pushing from like northwest to southeast across the holds right now, or across the iron route rather.
Okay. Is it cresting over one side or the other, or could it seem like it might be safer on the opposite side?
Possibly.
All right. I will polymorph myself into a woolly mammoth, and maybe that'll stave off some of the cold for a while. I won't be able to really think about a plan for the next hour or so, but I can always hope that maybe it'll buy me some time until it gets a little bit warmer, and I'll go from there, I guess. We'll see what happens an hour later.
Let's see.
Actually, I don't think. Yeah, no. I mean, that's a Kent idea. I don't think Artyom would have ever seen a woolly mammoth before, unless that's something in particular that we've seen in the campaign that I forgot about. So,
I don't think you guys have seen a mammoth yet.
right. Looking at my
That's fine. Clock's not ticking against you yet until you make a decision to do something.
right.
I understand Artyom is the
Yeah.
outdoorsman druid here.
Right. Yeah, I guess I would probably try to. Is there any plant life around me? Like, is there like a forest up here, or
Yeah.
trees or anything? Okay, yeah. So I would try to get some rather large trees down, or not large trees, but rather large limbs down, enough that I could create a fire from them, or at least have fuel for one for the immediate standby. And then with a couple of casts of mold earth, try to churn through the snow a little bit, and use transmute rock, since that's an instantaneous thing. Or let me get the exact name. Stone shape to
Does
create
mold
like,
earth work on snow?
I mean, yeah, you have to actually touch it. Could I tell how deep the snow is from standing on it, or?
You kick it a couple of times. Seems like it's been snowing a long time up here.
All right.
You are currently in late winter in the Roar holds, or close to it.
All right. Well, would shape water work on it at all? Can you shape snow with shape water?
I believe shape water works on ice.
Okay, then I would use shape water to get to Earth, and then stone shape like a small little dome over me, and while inside there, create a Liamon's tiny hut to get a little bit of extra layer of protection, ritually casting that, and then starting a fire, and then doing that, and hunkering down for a little while.
Okay, so tell me the order of these things. You're going to go down through the snow first, which breaks the wind. I don't like that terminology. It stops the wind on you.
Anything for a little bit of extra warmth, you know.
stops the wind from hounding you so harshly. You finally hit earth, just dead grass trapped under ice for the entire winter.
Right.
A little bit further down into the ground with some magic as well. What are you starting a fire with?
Yeah, like I was getting some limbs or something if I just need to like yank one with a thorn whip or something like that. Something to get like a small fire going so there's extra heat generated from inside.
Make a survival check to
Sure.
see how quickly you can do it.
19 plus 9.
Okay. All right. Takes you about 2 minutes to just spot a nearby tree, rip down some branches that you think will work. That some from the like underneath some of the heavier foliage, so you think they may be a little bit drier, or at least you're hoping so. You snatch them down, bundle them up under your arm, destroy water underneath your feet for the snow, and get down to earth. And you can hollow out a little space for you here. It is still incredibly cold.
Oh no, I was immediately doing a stone shape of like to make a solid small like dome over me, not and then Liam's tiny hut to emanate out of that.
Okay.
But just something to get immediate like temperature off of me, and then once inside that small little confined area, starting a fire, and then ritually casting Liam's tiny hut.
Yeah, it does help. The rock does help. It cuts the temperature by about half because you're not dealing with wind chill. So you're sitting at about -40, but that's not sustainable even still. So at -40, you'd be taking exhaustion every 30 minutes, like that.
Right.
You making a fire?
Right, creating a fire.
Make a survival check for me at this temperature.
1 second. I thought you could, oh yeah, I can use Druidcraft to instantly light snuff or candle torch or small campfire.
Okay. I want you to get, if using your spell then, give me a d20 plus 5 wisdom check.
That's a 17 total.
Okay. All right.
12 plus 5.
With the combined survival check and your wisdom check there, your hands shaking, the tips of your fingers already wider than they normally are, but you take the Druidcraft and you start to see a little bit of smoke. You quickly have to open up a little opening in the stone so you don't smother yourself, but you're able to get a small fire going on, which helps tremendously as well. And then cast Liam's tiny hut.
Yep.
As soon as you get the dome up, you're comfortable within the dome.
Okay.
As per the spell.
Yeah. That was
I'm gonna say through that, taking the branches down, getting that down, you'll take 1 level of exhaustion for the night. Won't be mechanically relevant unless something happens throughout the night, but you are about 8 feet underground right now.
Okay.
Underground meaning snow, like mostly.
Snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to do for the night?
Well, knowing that I'm in kind of a pickle with it being that bad, I guess I can try and do a commune with nature real quick so I can see if this is, well, I thought there was stuff that you could do to know about the weather with commune with nature. I guess not.
Can do it, Druidcraft.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of. Predicts. Oh yeah. I definitely see what the weather's going to be like for the next 24 hours, and I can plan from that.
Okay. Good. Tell me what it looks like to predict the weather like this.
Yeah, probably with weathers like that, I'd probably just grow like a small little weird vine that at the end of it buds and blooms with a few flower petals that change different colors based on the temperature or weather around it. And I guess they would probably just over the course of maybe like a second to hour ratio for the next 24 hours, sort of show what the weather would be like, and probably pale white and I guess probably without there being any real wind in here would still technically kind of like shiver with it showing extreme winds even though there isn't any.
Right.
And seeing if that shivering tends to slack off within the next day or so.
Okay. That's pretty much going to be a luck roll to see how lucky you get with it.
Fair enough.
The looks of it right now, Artyom, your flower sits there and it turns an icy blue. The petals do, and you see even bits of like frost start to crawl down into the flower itself, with those slight rattling of a wind that blows from seemingly nowhere, starting just a few inches from the flower and ending just a few inches from the flower itself.
Right.
Looks like it's going to be lasting about 9 hours.
9 hours? Well,
that's when the shaking stops, it seems.
Okay. I'm not sure what time it is because it went for 12 hours. I got up probably 7 or so, talked with some gnolls for a little bit, had a quick little fly, and then went for 11 hours. So it's probably getting pretty dark or around deeper dusk whenever I landed anyway. So I guess I'll just sort of hit the hay early and try to keep warm.
It is darker here where you're at, because when you went through the tree, you went from about 8 a.m. in the morning to nearly noon. So.
Okay. Yeah, then I would know for sure. I mean, I'll definitely know when 8 hours is up. I'll get a wake up call.
Right.
So yeah, I'll just hang out there for the night and well, I guess I'll try to wake up a little bit earlier so I can catch a recast of it, so I can properly prepare spells and not have transport via plants for the next day.
Okay. All right. Try to wake up a little bit earlier than normal.
Yeah, then
it's comfortable for now.
Yeah.
You do have a damp bedroll.
I'll sleep on the floor this time. I'll leave that off.
Which is it probably require a strength check to unroll the damp bedroll, as it has mostly frozen over. But unless there's anything else you would like to do for the night.
Nope. I'm not going to call my friends and tell them I got stuck in a snowstorm, guys. I'm the druid of the group. This is something that never happened. It's okay. We'll never hear about it.
Okay. In that case, the rest of the Shining Vanguard, we pick back up. Toshik has just placed her hand onto Erish's chest, bringing him back to life as he inhales. No?
That was not me. I didn't heal him.
Oh, that was not you. That was that's right. That was Milo with the big needle in his chest as he screams out in pain. I forgot. Thank you for that reminder. As Erish, immediately following his breath of life back into his soul, he screams out in agony due to the large needle that is in his breastplate right now. And that's not armor.
I am going to.
Milo's. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Milo.
Oh, I was just saying, Milo's just kind of sitting there like.
Did you pull the needle back out? Milo, did you pull it back out?
Oh, no, the anesthetic should kick in just a minute. You okay?
No.
Down the stairs I go. I will slide down the banister if I need to get there quickly.
Okay,
and
sure.
and then I will be kneeling down, putting my hand on his chest and healing him with a we'll say I don't know how many HP he has, so I'm just for the sake of making sure a 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay.
So that will be 12 points of healing
All right.
for he.
Um,
And then I'm gonna say, I'm so sorry. I never should have left you down here by yourself.
What? What happened? It was very much not a good time.
Yeah. You're good. You're fine now, though. You're fine. And I'm just gonna keep like patting him and like just like checking on him, like face. You're fine.
Milo's gonna take out some tools and start a knowledge medicine check to give him a good top to bottom diagnosis of injuries and stuff.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to require between you and Kashik, looking him over and checking up on him. It looks like the healing has taken care of most of it, other than a few like superficial scars and what have you, or scratches rather. But he got sliced and diced and bitten by a very large manticore, is what it looks like right now. He stands there as the sort of glass rattling from behind his shield as he just has a couple of candles there and he's sort of still shaking up. Crowley, you get a small hand on it's not on your shoulder, on probably your lower arm. I appreciate the circle there, masked man. A little bit faster next time. Holy shit.
Crowley just, smiles at him and nods before moving away. I don't know what he's talking about. I didn't get hurt.
Damn.
All that being said, has Kashik ever seen a manticore before? Do you think?
Roll a knowledge nature check for me.
I don't know where any of my dice are. Oh my god, where are my dice? Oh, they're right here. So knowledge nature. Let's see, what is my addition to anything knowledge-wise? What would that be? Oh, I see, it's +0. Wrong dice, okay. Dun, 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 dun. A 10!
10?
Yeah.
I say with a 10 that you've probably heard of them before, maybe in like storybooks or something like that, but not anything you're super familiar with.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna kind of look into Milo and be like, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
I'm not
Just
sure.
asking Milo because he's the closest person to me. So.
I'm not super up to date on manticore migration habits or them attacking airships.
Not to be a bother, but Erish points towards the front of the ship where the garden is currently on fire.
Oh god.
Oh!
Oh god.
Milo's gonna jump up and run that way.
Okay.
What is Bill doing? Is he just watching it be on fire?
Bill is like scooting away from the fire. It wasn't me. What do you want me to do about it?
I assume there's water nearby from where the plant. Do the plants get watered? Does he water the plants?
Typically, RTM takes care of them via magic. So.
Oh fuck! Yeah, you're right.
Milo will begin running to get a bucket of water from the kitchen or something, because he is out of his little armor expert spells.
Would you say that there are containers within range currently?
The closest containers to you guys of any sort of liquid would be in your dining area that are filled with ale and wine.
What about containers that aren't filled with anything, like on the deck of the ship or anything? Do you think there's any kind of containers up there? Do I see any? Like empty buckets?
It doesn't look like it right now. You don't see buckets or barrels of any sort. You've never had use for them, really.
Right.
And give it a minute, you'll see Milo hauling ass up the stairs, waving his...
I'm gonna go down with
sloshing
Milo.
bucket.
I'm gonna go alternate with Milo. That way, one of us is gonna have a bucket up here at every point in time. Just trying to put out the fire.
Bilbo is currently still diving towards the ocean.
Oh, that'll take care of it.
No, it won't.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because we have the fuck. Okay, well, me and Milo are just gonna keep going, I guess, till the fire's out.
Two-man fire chain.
I
Let's go.
don't think we need to be underwater anymore.
So,
Just
all right.
decide.
I mean, I don't know how the thing works. I figured we might be able to douse it somehow, or at least we need to get closer to water. So we don't.
I don't know how to douse it either, but you just want to dunk the ship?
I don't know. And get you close to the water. You know.
I don't think I hear this conversation happening, but everybody's
Nobo is yelling.
Thank you. I
That's
just got it under control.
Do not dunk the boat.
As me and Milo are both huffing and puffing from running up and down the
Okay.
I think you got it.
Give me a couple of athletics checks, the both of you.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah. The people to be making that
Do it.
athletic checks for sure.
Right, the two most perfect people to be making that.
Is it a couple for both of us or one from each of us making a couple?
Oh, one for each of you. We'll see how the first round goes.
Oh god.
God.
Ooh. 16.
Okay.
Gonna take more damage for falling up and down the stairs than the actual Manicore fight.
I will flash of genius my athletics check.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Work smarter, not harder, folks. That'll be a 12.
Oh lord.
I don't think that made it much better.
You're winded, Milo. You're not the cardio. You fly everywhere. The cardio isn't typically your thing.
I laughed my going up the stairs. Come on.
I'm like
Malgrim will
sloshing a
eventually
solid
help them.
30% of the water as I'm like dragging the bucket.
Milgram, thank you. Yes.
All right, Melgrim, make an
grabbing
athletics check for
a
me.
barrel of water if we have just a full barrel of water.
Strong man.
All our water.
That will be, let's see, a
How big is this
13
fire?
plus
It's spreading.
10 for 23.
23. Say with a 23, grab a barrel of water. It takes you a second as it's spread, and Milo's struggling with a bucket of water over there when he gets to the top of the stairs. You jump over him, pick him up on your way over, and throughout your 3 combined efforts, you're able to douse out the fire. There is some damage to the garden, though. There are some charred flowers and the like.
Our team is not going to be happy about this.
Thank you,
I'm
thank you
so
for
dead.
not dousing my plants with salt water.
Nice.
Yes, our team's not going to be too happy about that. Oh well. Yep.
Good thing it's Bill's fault.
What?
Yep.
Yes, why did you set that
Yeah.
on fire?
None. I see what this is bullshit.
That is really tragic. Bill.
No,
I thought
no.
you better start working
That's a-
on your
hey, that's a
apology.
good story there, Gondolin. Hey.
Why are you
Not
ganging up on me?
throw
This
the
is not
dinosaur
fair.
under the train.
Artyom will believe me. Artyom will believe me.
I
No,
bet
it-
you will.
It
What?
was me. I was shooting
Oh.
at the manticores.
It's
What?
Team should be able to
I
fix
think
it.
Milo is leaning up against the edge of the ledge, just absolutely heaving right now. Just
You really need to get your armor fixed, buddy. Because
Yeah.
you're having a very hard time right now.
Is
Started a fire? I'm not surprised.
is this the most you've run without your suit?
Start doing laps in
do
the
it.
morning.
Milo's legs are just twigs. They're just no mass.
Oh, they're atrophied. Oh, yeah.
All right, but anyways, you guys handle the fire on the deck. The rest of the third day is yours as you would please. If there's anything that you would like to do.
I want to sit down. I'm tired.
Okay. Sit down and rest for the day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna plop down kind of in the garden.
Okay.
Beside the char. Assess.
See how bad it is. It's not terrible. You got a couple of charred bushes and the like, but it's nothing very important that looks like it got burnt. Nothing from like Milo's mom's garden or the Chiron flowers or anything like that got touched. It looks like.
I'll just reach out and like touch one of the leaves, and it kind of turns to ash in my hand, and it's gonna be like, yeah, he can fix this. He can fix it. just kind of lean back, just rest.
All right, you guys have the large broken remains of a manticore on deck, that are still there.
Is anything on these things valuable? Any ideas?
I wouldn't know. Check them out, I guess.
Philo?
What?
Are anything on manticores valuable? Like, do we need to keep any of this? Just kind of
Would
poke
that be
the
a
big one with
knowledge
my
nature
boot.
check to know that?
Knowledge nature.
I would also like to make that roll, DM.
Sure, go for it.
Oh shit. That'll be a 26.
26.
I mean, that's fine then. I don't even have my roller open yet, so.
Okay. With a 26, valuable depends on the right person. You could probably find some like witchier types that may have value for certain parts. It's not really your realm, kind of like superstitious people, but utility, the spines, the poison from the spines, maybe.
We should take the pointy bits. Unlikely to make much off of it unless you find someone into occultism wants it for their weird herbal remedies.
Into what?
Superstitious people and hermits and stuff.
I see. That makes more sense. Okay. Spine removal time.
Okay. Who's doing that?
Cracks knuckles.
Yeah, so like kookery out. Like,
Are you just
What
hacking
color
at
was-
them, or
I
is
don't know,
this
I'm
more
gonna try to-
precise?
I guess more precise is removal of them, kind of prying them out. I don't know. I don't know
Kasha
how their
kind of
spines are stored.
Kasha's gonna kind of dig through her medicine kit and try to see if she's got any kind of antidotes that would work for the poisoning if they get poisoned while they're trying to pull the spine.
They may have a big pair of pliers, like yoink. I don't know.
I probably have some pliers. Harris will go
Oh.
down and retrieve some pliers.
There
for
we
you.
go. Hey, Malcolm, come here.
Hell yeah.
You pull them out with these.
Are you just, again, I have to ask, because it depends on what you're doing, depends on the check, and depends on what you'll get out of it. Are you
Well-
just yanking them out, or is this more with precision? What's up, Crowley?
What color is the mane / fur again?
It's this beast is red, like red
Oh.
from.
Yeah, collect some of that, please.
Some of what?
The fur, the mane, if you can, Melgrim.
Okay. Just like pull it out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what seems to be easier if we kind
Can
of
you
pull on
skin it?
one. If we just go like kind of pull on one of the spines, does it seem like it's going to require some oomph
Yes.
to remove?
Well, it seems like it's either going to require oomph or know-how. So basically what I'm getting at is if you're just snatching away at these things, you're probably going to get less resources from them, but will be easier just because it'll be like an athletics check. You're trying to
I
be
see.
precise about this and harvest it, and the goodies that come along with it would be a survival check.
I'm down for a survival check for getting potentially more things.
Okay.
Sweet. I guess
Yeah.
Belgrim and I are undertaking this venture. We're each rolling once separately, or how you want us to do this, DM?
You're gonna go for a survival check to sort of remove the spines from the tail.
Yes.
And then Melgrim's going to be trying to skin it. Is that what's going on?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
A survival check each then.
Okay. Split tasks. 38. No, could be worse, could be better.
Oh,
16.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's a 10, right? Yeah.
17 total.
16 and 17. With that, I'll say I don't have his. I think he has 36 of them. So do 2d12. You end up getting 14 manticore spines
All right.
with poison sacks attached.
14 manticore spines.
You can write that in as a custom item.
Yep.
And then we can figure out some uses for them later on. With the 17 and all you're trying to get is the fur, I'll say with the 17 easily enough to take your blade and skin it through. Now you have a mess on the deck and a lot of manticore skin. This looks like a horror scene, guys. What are you doing?
After it was clear that Erish and the pilot were both, safe and sound, if not comfortable, Milo would be going downstairs to definitely start expediting work on his armor.
For sure.
And I know Kaushik was helping and kind of learning if he would have asked her if she wanted to join as well.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Stopping to look at the horrifying scene on the deck as he walks past.
Gainwin yanking out spines and
Yeah.
Melgrim carving through.
Walking
Alrighty then.
inside.
We're singing
you
a
guys-
working song.
Hope you guys plan on cleaning that up.
What?
I know you're not going to make Arish do it.
I was gonna throw it over the side of the boat.
Yeah, I was just going to throw these buddies over the side of the boat and hope someone could, I don't know, prestidigitation this shit away, maybe?
Right.
Told Crowley
Anyway.
about that. I'm busy.
Just kind of awkwardly turning back to the stairs and heading down.
Okay. Melgrim, add manticore fur to your add large manticore fur to your inventory.
Large manticore. Large manticore.
Okay. Erish will take care of the mess if no one else does on the ship, and Nilbo will continue on towards Moonwatch, though you guys have actually made a little bit more progress because the drive has been lightening quite a few times, so you've hit 50 miles an hour several times at this point. But he is continuing on towards Moonwatch for the day. Is there anything anybody would like to do for night 3?
Are we still over the water by the nighttime?
Nilbo does bring it closer to shore. He doesn't go over shore. He stays about probably 100 feet out, but he does like to bring it closer to shore and closer to ground when he's asleep.
Okay.
How much time was left in the day after all the fighting and healing and stuff was done?
After fighting and healing, that happened around lunchtime. Erish was just handing Nilbo a sandwich, so you still got the rest of the day.
Would I be able to go ahead and work on the thrusting system, the propulsion system, or does that need to wait till I have a full day for it?
You could start work on it right now. It'd be fine.
All right, yeah. I will do so with Kaushik's assistance, explaining to her the principles of flight while doing so.
Sure. I'll say Kaushik's presence will not grant you aid, but
Moral
I
support.
was going
Damn.
to use my remaining portent for it,
okay.
so...
All
I
right.
can hand him the wrench. What are you talking about?
I'm saying advantage in the classic sense that you would aid somebody, but
Even
Well,
if
what
it
if-
was advantage, I was using the portent anyway, so her being there is largely for flavor and educational purposes.
okay.
What if I give him guidance?
With that portent, my total will be 31.
God damn.
31. Okay.
30.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this because you would know this before getting started.
Right.
Give me a second. That with your current materials on hand, I'm sorry, I have this in a different part of my notes. With this product on hand, to get to boost your boots up to a full 60-foot fly speed is going to take a majority of the materials that you have on hand in value. And when I say a majority, I mean 8,500 of the 10,000.
That's a lot.
Is that something I could do in increments without draining our full resources, or would I have to completely start from scratch? Like, is it a modular improvement, like add 10 feet now, 10 feet later, 10 feet later than that, or do I need to do it all in one bump?
You don't need to do it all in one.
Okay. Would that be 8,500 just divided by 3 for those 10-foot increments, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, we can. Let's see. So if you are trying, what is your ultimate goal here for the end of the day? To get it to 40 feet?
If possible, yeah.
Okay.
Or at least get started on that segment.
All right, and we'll call it, it's 2833 on here, but we'll call it 2850 if you want to get up to a 40 foot movement speed. So out of those 10,000 gold, you've used a little bit of it already. You're going to use 2,850 of that 10,000. I think you used like 100 gold worth of it, or 10 gold.
I got it on a note. There we go. I had 9,990 remaining.
Yeah. So
minus 2,850.
Less 2,850 to upgrade your current model boots. Okay. Second project, sort of off to the side, but also something to consider because of the material components used here. You just have a smattering of material components. Is the axe that you would also be considering as far as cost-wise goes.
Right.
You know that you have two options after giving it a quick glance over. I'm not going to make an Arcana check for it, but after a quick glance over the axe and sort of considering Melgrim's request, you can think of two options. Milo is somewhat crafty. You can use in the from the material components that you have, and to get it to do something like what Melgrim's talking about. There's some unknown factors because you didn't roll very well to determine what the other metal was in there. So there's some undetermined things in there. So you can't, you don't know exactly the side effects that may have. It may not have none. But in order to do that, you'd have to use 3,500 gold worth of your material components to do something. You're not exactly sure. Or you could use the enchantment from his sword for no cost. You would have to, you think you could run it through some sort of like electrolyspheric bath for a couple of days? And by the time you get to Moonwatch, maybe the enchantment would have spread by then.
Gotcha. I will have that discussion with him tomorrow morning.
Surely.
Because I will be asking him which option he wants to do.
Okay. Just so you can keep track, because I know those are down in your lab, those resources. So make sure we're keeping track of them. But
yeah, I've got it saved on a document. Down to 7140 is the current total without touching the axe.
Okay, awesome. All right, so that I'm gonna say that's probably gonna take you for the rest of the day there, Milo.
Yeah.
For a good portion of it, at least. Is there anything else anybody would like to be doing on day 3? Nope.
After me and Milo are done in the workshop for the night, what time would you say it would be?
Milo's gonna have to probably work until dinner time, so about 7 or 8.
Okay, perfect. So I guess after dinner, I think once Erish ends up in his quarters, I'm gonna go like knock on his door. Erish.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I talk to you?
Of course.
May I come in?
Yes, surely.
Okay.
He invites you in. All sorts of smells going on in this room right now. As you see, he's like working on something. He has some workstations, meticulous though, but like an open book and some waxes and some other like looks like roots and stuff that he may have picked up at Zarashok. Closes the door. Yes, can I help you?
Quick question, DM. Did I see him hit the manticore earlier?
With the candle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened like right in front of you.
Okay, I couldn't remember if I was already up the stairs with Nilpa or not at the time. Irish, I wanted to sincerely apologize again. Like, you held your own. You did a great job, honestly, in that fight, but I never should have left you alone, and I'm so sorry that you got hurt.
I took it upon myself to charge up those stairs.
No, but we're a team. And I never should have left you down there by yourself. That was a huge mistake on my part, and I promise I will never leave you alone again. You have my word.
Thank you. But do not guilt yourself. Please, don't let it weigh heavy on your mind. Sincerely, there's nothing that you should hold against yourself right now. What was that? That must be Mop getting into something. Was there anything else? Truly, there is nothing to worry about.
And that's all. I just wanted to apologize. I'm glad you understand, man. Glad that you're okay.
Yes, Mop is really... I need to check on him, and he gives you a quick hug and heads out the room.
Sick. Okay. Back out to my room I go.
Pop, stay out of my paint!
I'm tired. So I'm going to bed now.
Okay.
It's been a long day.
I'm just imagining Mop is now blue.
You little shit! You know what paint costs?
Oh no, you see him, he just got paint smeared around his mouth where he's been like sticking his hand and eating it.
Oh no!
He sort of like smiles at you. He's got like a blue to green sheen across his teeth.
Is that natural paint? So like it's non-toxic. It's just like leaves crushed up and like blueberries and shit.
Does it right back to you.
Eris, get your goblin son!
Come on, Mop. Let's go to bed. Take some, oh, that's gonna take... Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's gonna stain.
Yep, pretty much.
He's got blue and green teeth for the rest of his life. That's how people identify him.
Okay. If no one else has anything on for, we will go ahead and go throughout our night.
Ominous.
Kaushik.
No. What's up?
Throughout the night, getting rest, and you get a sharp pain from where you caught one of the spines earlier. It sort of jolts you awake. You readjust to the side that doesn't have a stick from a spine from earlier, and you hear under your door.
Bursty? As I'm gonna say, Bursty? Nothing. No response.
Nothing.
I ain't fucking with it. I'm gonna just roll over and try to go back to sleep.
You roll over. Your door just creaks open.
Hello? I sit up. Do I see anybody coming in?
Make a perception check.
It's really rude not to knock, I think. Well, what's my... Uh-oh. I can't change my screens for some reason. My computer's acting up. So I'm just gonna roll, and does anybody know what I get to perception? Additional?
+9?
I don't think it matters, boys, because I rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
No, you don't see anything at the moment. You're still sort of like
Total.
clearing the sleep out of your eye. You don't see anything. Door just sort of cracked open a couple of inches.
Guys, it's not funny. If you need something, just ask, okay?
Little footsteps down the hallway.
If I hear little footsteps, I'm gonna assume it's Gorham. I'm just kidding. I guess I'm gonna get up out the bed and like, look down the hall.
You get up, look down the hall from in your room. From right behind your ear.
Immediate SWAT.
SWAT. Nothing.
Right across from my room is Gorham, right? That's where his room is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You go out and knock on Gorham's door. Okay.
Gorham! Let me in.
All right, wait. Give me a moment. I'll slide my old ass out of bed.
Okay.
Open the door. What you want?
I don't know if someone's playing a prank on me like they did on you, but there's tiny footsteps and sniffling in my ear. I thought it was Bursty. It's not Bursty. I don't know what's going on, but there's something happening.
Is it the doll again?
I don't see anybody. There's no one out here. And I didn't feel anybody when I swatted. I don't know what's happening.
Well, you can see better than I can. I can help you look.
I don't see anyone. I don't know what's going on.
All right, come on, Koshik. We'll take a walk.
I'm gonna let him take a few steps before I start walking, just to make sure it's not the same tiny footsteps that I heard and that he's pranking me.
Very much not the same.
Perfect. Just checking, just making sure. He doesn't know. You don't know that, Gorham, so don't look offended. You don't know what I'm thinking. All right, I start walking with him, I guess. Just looking in all of the dark spaces.
Sure.
I don't know.
Where do you go?
And listening. I don't know where we're going, Gorham. He's leading the way. Down the hallway, maybe?
Walk down the hall, looking around. You go up a level, I guess. I don't know. You go all the way up to the deck. Screw it.
Go up to the
He's
deck.
searching the book.
Looking all around.
Give me a perception check on the deck.
I don't want it.
Nat 20.
For a total of?
I think if I get a +9, 29.
I got a 12.
That's double digits.
Take a picture.
You look around. Kashik on the deck.
Mm-hmm.
You go up there. It's a fairly nice night out, aside from the circumstances. Don't see anything out of the normal. Bill snoring up in the garden still.
Uh-oh. I don't see anything? Was it 29? God damn. Maybe I was dreaming. I don't know what's going on.
Koshik, you said you thought it was Bursty?
Yeah, there was a snuffling noise, like a. I don't think that's quite right. But...
Let's go see Bursty. Where is Bursty?
You tell me. Bursty stays where you tell him.
He's in your room.
I mean, he can be wherever he wants. I don't really care.
Okay.
He's a free board.
Bursty would probably just be on the deck then with Bill. So enjoying the nice weather.
Bursty, come here.
His best friend Bill.
Bursty walks on over towards you.
Give him some scratches. You've been sniffing around Koshik's door.
That doesn't sound the same. It's not the same snuffling.
You say that. Well, all right. Well, if it wasn't Bursty, then who's snuffling?
I don't know. It was a bit more breathy than that. Maybe more like. But Koshik is completely serious making these noises.
Bursty just looking at it with like one eyebrow raised, like, hell, am I being mocked?
Can Bursty understand me as well?
I think he can only understand Gorham. He has a telepathic link with Gorham.
Can you tell Bursty to keep an eye out around the deck or the ship, just to be sure?
I mean, sure. Hey, look, Bursty, come with us, and we'll go back downstairs.
Okay. It's a tight fit for Bursty down here, but Bill has widened it out with his large ass as well. So a little bit of shuffling through here, a couple of cracked stairs probably, but he can make it down.
Bill and his dump truck.
Bill and Bursty's big dump truck day.
Don't say that.
I just need I need the spin-off now.
Oh God.
All right.
They're just two best friends hanging out on the deck.
All right,
I guess-
Bursty.
Oh,
There's
no,
been
sorry.
some shenanigans going on these hallways. All right, need you to stand out here, or just sleep in the hole. See if you can see what's going on.
Just lays down right in the middle of the hole.
Any snuffling, you come get me. That's not your own snuffling. All right. That's the best I can do for now, Koshik. I can't see a damn thing.
Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry for bothering you. It may have been just a dream or something. I don't know.
You're fine. It's
Tired.
been a stressful couple months.
It has, absolutely. All right, back to bed, I guess.
All right,
Good boy,
sleep well.
Bursty. I pat Bursty on the thumb now again. Pat.
That's legit.
And I guess back to the bedroom.
Go in, shut your door from under your bed.
Under my bed?
Hmm?
Boogeyman? I'm gonna do what I'm not supposed to. I'm gonna lift that blanket up and take a look, see underneath.
A couple of wide eyes looking back at you.
Wide or white?
Wide. Large black pupils, and they retract into the darkness.
Yo. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna stay leaning down. I'm
Okay.
not facing. I'm gonna say, "Do you need something? Do you need help?" Nothing.
Nothing.
If that's the case, I'd really love to go back to sleep. I'm really tired. So, keep your snuffling to a minimum. I'm just gonna lay back in the fucking bed.
Okay. And we continue on through our day to day 4.
Oh god.
Did I still end up getting my long rest? Do I need to sleep in?
No.
Okay.
You get to a long rest. I mean, you sleep a little bit longer, but that whole endeavor took maybe 30 minutes.
Listen, I'm making friends with this thing at this point. If there's gonna be demons, they're gonna be on my side.
Oh god.
That's
I like
definitely one approach.
I like your optimism.
Okay. Day 4.
Let's say Milo slapping his alarm clock at the day 4 is a.
John, shut up. I'm getting up.
It's in your own voice. Time to wake up. It just echoes back at you. Tiny, like, forearms tapping on your forehead.
Probably sounds real weird to anyone outside the door.
Ding, 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 ding.
Shut up. Time to get up.
Give it tiny little boxing gloves.
Just automatically gives Milo like daily affirmations when he's trying to wake up.
You are smart. You are beautiful. All right.
Your ears are not massive.
Your ears are appropriate. Appropriately sized for this large noggin.
Oh, I can't.
All right. So day 4, is there anything anybody would like to do?
When I wake up, is the doll where I left it in terms of when I was fixing her dress?
Mm-hmm.
So when Crowley wakes up, he looks over, see the doll there and says, good morning, little one. And then he's gonna get ready and dress up and go for breakfast. Just, he's talking to a doll, nothing weird there. No problems.
Okay. You have your meals. The day is yours. If there's anything special or specific you would like to do, if not, we will carry on.
I'm just going to go ahead and do this since it's probably the simplest thing.
Okay.
Crowley is going to be working with the doll again today. Nothing fancy, but he's going to comb through the doll's hair and set it to a nicer standard.
Okay.
Everyone needs a hobby. Milo will be addressing Melgrim at breakfast about the situation, what he determined he can do with the axe.
Okay.
Melgrim, I looked over the situation with your axe, and we have a couple options.
Sit down with his whatever it is that Erish has prepared.
Okay. What are they?
Well, so firstly, we can take a chance. It'll be a little bit resource intensive, but I believe I can get the same enchantment applied to it. There's some structural mysteries, but a little bit of a roll of the dice. We'll see if we can get it to work. The second option is I should be able to, more simply put, strip the enchantment from your sword and apply it to the axe. There will be the loss of the sword, but it is functionally just being transferred to the axe.
I will say that the uncertainty factor is the metal in the axe. So regardless of which method you choose, the uncertainty factor of what it does is still
I
there.
thought you were saying that was only for the base enchantment.
And there'll be some risk with either method.
Not like there's just an unknown factor. Some risk. I know player minds might go to the DM is gonna steal your fucking sword and axe from you but no, that's not what I'm talking about. There's just unknown factors to it here. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
I thought
not
you were saying it was
robbing
like a failure chance.
It'll just turn into an axe of fireballs, and every
mean,
time you make an attack,
there
it casts
is,
fireballs
depending on your
centered
roll.
there.
Gotcha.
Just blow yourself up every time you make an attack. Good idea, actually.
So, but before I got to work, I figured I would check with you and see what your preference is, seeing as the resources are communal and the axe and sword are both yours.
Right.
Didn't want to do anything without your go-ahead.
Shit, I don't know. 'Cause- well, I guess it depends on how resource intensive it is. But I was thinking about maybe giving this sword to Gandalf if you wanted it after I get my axe back. I don't know.
Very well.
Would
It'll
you
use.
want the sword, Gandalf?
I mean, I'm never gonna say no to a sword, but I mean, I think I think good question of like how you said it is like lots of resources that have to go into making the new
Yeah,
enchantment.
there's a lot of
Milo.
resources, and you need
Yeah.
it for
It could be. I don't.
could be used elsewhere.
We're not
perhaps.
exactly welcome in Sharn right now, so whatever we bought there might be what we got to go off of for a while.
Well, a lot of it's base materials. The crystals will probably be harder to get. A lot of the metals we can probably get in a variety of locations. The harder part, I would think, would just come down to expense. We invested quite a bit in having these resources.
If I recall correctly, I don't have our money, but if I recall the last time we spent some of it, we're looking a little on the low side on funds in the grand scheme of things. So maybe the more cheapskate option might be the move, as the kids say.
By the same token,
Just a
if
thought.
having you both well equipped helps us in our next encounter, that could,
Shwink.
pay dividends.
These are really nice knives, so I'm okay. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had those nice kukri. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Very well. I'll get started as soon as we finish breakfast. I still have a lot to work on with the armor, but I think that at least the beginning portion of work on the axe will be passive. I have to see what a bit of a solution treatment is going to do.
All right. Yeah. Just let me know when you need the sword for the transfer process.
Now is
or
good.
if you- Go ahead. All right. There you go.
Sooner we get started, the better, especially if there's hiccups.
I agreed.
As he I don't know if the coffee's real or not, but as he knocks back what he thinks is coffee.
You're like, well, wish me luck not blowing us up.
And will begin walking off
Again?
towards his lab.
How many times are you gonna set things on fire?
There's a
Get
theme
out
with
there,
Milo's
Archie.
character since the docks. So, what'd you say, Kaushik?
I said hopefully not this time. And then I was gonna yell after my I'll be down to help you in a moment. Gorum, can I talk to you?
Sure.
Did we get any kind of report from Bursty? Did he see anything?
I'll telepathically speak to Bursty. Bursty, you see anything?
I don't think I've come up with a voice for Bursty. It just sort of sounds like you. No.
Oh no.
He says anything.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw last night. I heard a shuffling from underneath my bed. 1 second. Mop?
You catch Mop like drumming on the table with silverware. Bing, 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 bing.
I looked underneath my cover, under my bed. Well, not like on the bed, under the bed. And I saw these two giant eyes, huge pupils staring back at me. And they just disappeared into the darkness. And I said, do you need anything? Do you need my help? And it didn't reply. So I told it I was going to bed, and it didn't bother me anymore. Thinking back, DM, do the eyes look like the eyes of the doll? Or does it look completely different than the doll? No? Nothing?
Give me a just straight wisdom check.
Haunted boat. Haunted boat.
Okay.
So So D20 plus 5.
I fixed my Skype so I can look at my thing now. 13 plus 5, so 18 total.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy check because they're not similar. The eyes in the doll look very obviously mockingly human. What you saw last night was far from that.
It didn't look like the doll. The eyes that I saw, they were wide, and it looked like a scared animal, like a cat, or maybe something else. Big pupils, you know. But it didn't bother me again. So I'm not sure if it's violent or something cast by someone to spy or just to bother us or anything of that sort. Some sort of magical. If there's something loose on the boat, but
That's strange. That's very weird.
thought I'd keep you informed. Maybe we should let Crowley, maybe the rest of the squad know. They think we're crazy.
I mean, they probably should know. They probably know what better to do with it than I would. Hit things with a
Your mic cut out there.
hammer. I hit things with a hammer. You good?
She is digging in my carpet. She better get
All
her.
right, there's the little rascal. Stop hiding under people's beds.
Ooh, someone's in trouble.
We found out what the problem on the boat was, boys. Take a look. Tiny
Turtle.
Oh, yeah. Now what?
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to. Can you mute your mic, love? I'm gonna go down and or actually, I'm gonna finish my conversation with Gorm real quick. Once we're all together for dinner, we can bring it up. I'm gonna go help Milo, and I'm gonna head down to the shop with Milo. But instead of waiting until dinner for him, I'm gonna bring it up to Milo while we're down there working, just casually. Just have you heard anything weird on the ship the past few nights, Milo?
Um,
Tink, tink.
Probably like, you know, currently attaching the slightly improved thrust system to the chassis.
a couple nights ago, something skittering. I assumed it was just my imagination. Couldn't find anything, and the drone couldn't either. Why do you ask?
He says, turning and looking at her, eyes narrowed.
There we go. All right, same things happened to me and Gorham, and we went out looking for it last night.
Concerning.
Right. So we went looking for it last night. Apparently, it slipped Gorham a note under the bathroom door while he was relieving himself, and then I heard snuffling. Completely serious, straight face again. Outside of my door, and then under my bed, and I looked, and Milo, I saw something. Giant,
Oh,
wide,
God.
huge pupils. It looked like an animal, maybe. I'm not sure. All I saw were the eyes. But then it disappeared. It just went back into the darkness. I asked if it needed anything. It didn't respond, and it didn't bother me again. So I think there's an animal loose on the ship.
Excellent. I'll set traps.
Oh. Non-lethal traps?
He stops like where he was like walking over to the other side of the lab.
Oh,
Non-lethal traps, Milo.
I'll see what
Please.
I can come up with.
Perfect.
High
And then-
voltage.
High voltage traps, Milo. All right, and then that'll be that conversation, unless he has anything else to add.
He's just kind of looking over at you and like,
I'll talk to you at the next meal, I guess, about what I can come up with.
looks at table full of 3 other things he's doing right now.
I'm still gonna stay down here and help him, or help you.
Oh, excellent.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Gorm and I have already agreed to bring up the issue with everybody else on the boat, just so they can keep an eye out at dinner time, so it's perfect. But I guess let's get to work then.
Fantastic. I'll show you what I need you to do over here.
And he'll direct you to like a shallow like tray with the sword resting in it, submerged in fluid.
Don't touch that with your bare hands.
Pull
Like
out
at
a
all.
hammer. Reaches my bare hand in. I'm just kidding. Right. What is it?
A lot of acid damage.
Oh, it's acid? Is it acid? It's
It's-
get acid
it's-
from.
We're
He'll
gonna
start
have
rattling
prosthetics.
off. He'll start rattling off some extensive list of like mineral ingredients.
What do you need me to do?
Along with an explanation that he's educated enough to give and I'm not.
Surely. You guys
Perfect.
work on Melgrim's axe for the day easily enough. Probably still working on the doll. Anything anybody else is doing for the day? Painting away Gandolin, I assume.
Continuing to work on my painting, and probably at some point during the day, I'm gonna go down into where the gun seats are. I'm just gonna chill in one of those for a little bit, because I imagine they're open, like you can see down, right? So
Mhm.
hang out down there, watch things go by, and just kind of hold on to the fragments of of slag that were once my parents' rings for a little bit.
Oof.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
The last like 30 or 40 minutes of the workday, Milo will attempt to throw together a live trap.
Give me a Arcana check.
A whole wheel of cheese in there.
As a flat 30.
Okay.
30.
All right. You think you can get something? What size are you making it with that roll?
About how big do you think it was, Kashik?
Oh, she didn't have her headphones on.
Sorry.
About how big do you think it was, Kashik?
Can you give me a eye size? Were they the size of quarters or like $50 gold pieces or silver pieces? That's big.
And
Oh,
how big is the space under the beds?
Not very big.
A like medium-sized dog crate size, I guess.
Okay.
There's like a
I mean, its
baby-
eyes are huge, but there's not a lot of space underneath the bed, so I'm not sure.
Well, he'll try to make one or two, and then
Like, yeah, put it up against the edge of your bed so that it can run in there from under it, and I'll put one in the hallway near the workshop or something. I don't know, have you seen it eat?
No. I just heard
Hmm.
the little footsteps and a snuffling, and I'm not
This would help if
thinking.
I knew
I'm
what it
not sure
was.
if it's an animal miner, because it slid a note to Gorham. I
Well.
just thought about that.
You can hold a lot of things in cages, so
I
looks
bet
like
it's
the great.
maup. Maup. I bet it's maup. I don't know. We'll see if this works. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's his little bit of effort on the matter.
Okay. You guys are making a dog crate sized electrical non-lethal trap for something.
Something.
Not electrical. I was thinking
Oh,
like
okay.
one of
Electric.
That was
That was
Gandalf.
my vote.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought so.
High voltage.
like one of those like pressure plate traps that they go in and the pressure plate trips and shuts the door.
Yeah, easily enough. Couple of minutes. I mean, you got 3 days of the electrospheric bath for the sword anyway, or for the axe anyway. So, all right. If no one else has anything for the first half of the morning, can I get someone to roll a d20 for me, please?
Me.
Go for it.
I did it last time and it didn't come out good. Maybe I shouldn't.
That's it.
Ooh, ooh,
Rolling.
Drop. Hold on. Come back. Okay. And it's a 16.
Okay.
What was it last time? Do we remember?
13.
Higher.
So think the circumstance of the boat right now.
He said 16 more of those things come to attack.
How boring would that be?
It's 16 other things.
Gandalin, as you
Oh
are
boy.
hanging out down below and the gunner sort of messing around with the slag, just sort of looking at it. You look up for just a moment to the skyline. You have to take a double take for a second out in front of you
Oh shit.
as you see a large balloon, maybe out in the distance, closer to shore.
Video game, I could shoot the balloon. Pew, pew.
Well, that's about all you can see right now. It looks like
Dad
a
just threw the
large.
balloon.
It looks like a large balloon and like maybe something on the bottom of it, but you're like several thousand feet out from this thing.
I don't got the eagle eyes. I don't got.
No.
Oh, shit. Okay, I just kind of like from where I was in like one of those weird positions where I was like leaned back with my feet like up to like on top of things that they probably shouldn't be on top of. I'm like scramble my way out of the gunner seat.
Urge to make you make a dexterity saving throw where fire the cannon is so high right now. Go ahead.
14. Here's the chaos. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Off towards the coast somewhere.
Oops. I'm just like, oh, we'll worry about that later. Get him out of the sea. Hey, Melgrim! Where are you? Fucking find Melgrim. Like, come here!
What?
To the deck! Up this way!
Okay.
Come on! Move your little legs faster. Get up.
As
Get up,
Nilbo sees you two coming up deck. He's like, "Oh, we got something up there. You know,
Yeah.
swing out a little bit further.
You got the really good eyes. What is that?
Give me a perception check there, Melgrim."
Let's see.
We have a Hey, Nilbo, you got the thing, the like looking glass thing up here.
If I didn't, I'd
Captain.
That is a
hand you a
Hell yes.
spyglass off of his. Give me a perception
Also
check as
got-
well.
Hell yes.
a 25.
25.
Oh, natural one.
Natural one. Again, when you're holding the spyglass the wrong way, it seems further away.
Why is it smaller?
Melgrim, you blink, your eyes go golden for a moment. Your pupils turn to slits to sort of, I'm sorry, they kind of like dilate as they zoom in further away. You see a large balloon with like ropes tied around it. It's sort of like ovular shaped and brown leather in color. You see from underneath it different like flames going up into the balloon itself. Looks to be like 3 of them. And then with these ropes going around the balloon, connecting to the bottom of it, looks to be like some sort of large trough. And you see little figures sort of just like hopping back and forth in between things.
Is a little hot air balloon?
Something like that.
I don't see shit. What do you see, Melgrim?
Does it have means of horizontal propulsion?
It seems like it is moving in a direction.
Does it seem like it's moving our direction?
With a 25, it seems like the thing is not moving very fast. So if it did, Nilbo could probably turn the handle like 4 degrees to the right and outrun it. So speed, they are in front of you, and if they are going to try to cut you off, you're not exactly sure. Maybe they're not moving at full speed right now, but with their current speed, you don't think they could catch you. What you see up there with that thing? You're holding it the wrong way, Gandalin.
I will describe to Nilbo what I see. Hot air balloon, flames going up in a little carriage, little figures running back and forth. I guess. Is that what you told us the airships look like in Broham or whatever?
Sounds like a war zeppelin. Yeah, shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Should we just ignore
Hopefully.
them or what?
We'll see what they're doing about. I don't know why they're on the coast like this. Typically, they're closer to where they come from. So it's interesting to see them this far south.
How close are we to that motherfucking Vrolkek at this juncture?
We're almost
way
there.
past that. We're
Yeah.
almost there. You think maybe that it might have something to do with what they're doing, perhaps, with all the shit that went down while we were there last time?
It's possible.
So, should we just be like on standby? Do they usually attack other airships that are coming through?
Guess is as good as mine on that one.
Oh,
I've seen
shit.
them from a distance and just kept my distance from them. So
That's fair. We should it'll do pretty easy, yeah.
hopefully, unless they got something up their sleeve that I don't know about.
Interesting.
Well, if they do, I guess we can just dive.
Or we could. I don't know. I really want to shoot something with those cannons. It looked really cool when you did. I accidentally shot it at the coast a second ago.
You
But
what?
that doesn't count because I don't worry about it. We're not. It's fine. You see it over there. I think there's a little black spot in the sand. I think I hit that.
How quiet are those cannons? Is that going to be something that everyone on the ship would obviously know he fired?
Yes,
Okay.
very much so. They're not
They
quiet.
don't know I was down there. I'm still master.
So that was that sound.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
I guess we should probably warn everybody. Where's that? Is there one of those like things that fucking Eric used to talk to? Or no, it was at the chandelier that he used, right?
Correct.
We're gonna go down to the chandelier, and I'm just gonna start messing with him.
Roll an intelligence check, Gandalf.
Yes.
I'll
Only I
help
still
him
had a
with
birthday
that.
20.
No, this one. No, pull this one.
Woo!
Oh, I don't
Wait,
know.
am I getting advantage from him? Is he helping me?
Sure.
Yes, Melgrim was.
Okay, we're looking pretty
Let's see
good.
if we can
so
figure
far.
I
this
don't
out.
know
This
if I
one's
should give you
cool.
disadvantage.
Okay, that's better. That's a 13.
Okay.
It's in the double digits. Let's go.
And
Get-
I'm just imagining Barrick sitting there trying to tell you guys, but just screeching like, no, no.
Ah!
Just in Melgrim's beard.
You
Shit, I-
twist a couple of
That was
candles, you
hell.
turn, you don't remember exactly how he did it, but eventually you get to one. You probably 1,000 feet closer by the time you figure it out, but you
Hey.
do.
It's all about experimentation. I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm just trying to just tell me like, hey guys, we have a war blimp thing on the horizon. For those of you that don't know by now, took a minute to figure out.
This is your captain speaking.
Yeah.
Hello. Can
So
you
if
get us
y'all
all-
want to
is this
come
going
on,
to
I
all-
actually don't know.
Is this
if
going
this
to
is
all the
working,
rooms?
but- Hope so. Come in, this on the deck.
Everyone, you hear this message from Gandalf via various candles in your room.
Hell yeah.
Does Gandalf hear himself? This is the first time Gandalf's heard himself speak before.
God, I sound terrible. This is awful. Can't imagine why anybody would want to do this to themselves. I mean, to listen to themselves talk. Ooh.
That is gonna take some getting used to.
Like jumped when the candle started
Russian candle.
PAing.
You guys make it up
Yep.
top. Like I said, you're probably a 1,000 feet closer now. A little bit easier to see in more detail. It does look like they have a means of propulsion of a flame coming off the back of it, probably too large for this vessel. Definite fire hazard, and just 3 flames going up into and you see these little figures now. A combination of goblins and kobolds, it looks like, running around on this thing in various. They seem to have spotted you as well now. And
I would say that's right, Orky, but not.
With a sigh, Milo will put whatever tools he's currently using down, grab the bolter, slot some things into his bandolier, and head upstairs.
So you said they noticed us? Are they
Yeah.
reacting in any particular way?
Slowly but surely, you see like the zeppelin start to turn towards you as if to come towards your path.
Okay, hear me out. Warning shot.
Didn't you already fire one?
That doesn't count. Wasn't on purpose. doesn't count.
When Milo gets up there, he'll.
I'm not
Is
hearing
there
a
a-
no.
Is there a way to hail them and try and get their intentions before we start firing weapons?
I don't know. I feel like that's probably nothing good.
I presume I came up with Milo, and I would like to put in my 2 cents, which is I feel like a warning shot is a sign of aggression more than anything else. I don't think they'll know it's a warning shot. They might just think you're a bad shot. I think we need to try to get their attention in another way.
Yeah.
How far out are they? Sorry.
Probably about 2,000 feet at this point, and closing
so far.
fairly quickly. Nilbo's trying to slow down a little bit and just kind of calls out, I need to know what you want me to do. If we can probably avoid them.
I can send a written note over to them if
Is there-
anyone knows how to
Is there one of
read or
those
write their language.
Is there one of those communication candles in the turrets? So that like me and Gandalf can
Oh,
go ahead
yeah.
into the turrets and
We can just take a
you
candle
can just
down.
tell us, hey,
Are they
fire,
special
so we
candles?
don't have to run and
Or should they-
when we're being attacked.
Good question.
You're asking,
Jonesy.
are there communication
Yeah, yeah.
candles in the turrets? Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
I'll say it
Hell
airs
yes.
it and leave those out.
All right, well, I'm going into one of those turrets now.
Yep, me
You'll
too.
tell us if to fire or not.
Yep. Let's do that. That sounds wonderful.
Okay.
Fist bump Malcolm as we go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Jonesy, do you think 3 times as loud of my voice would reach 2,000 feet away? Or however far you said.
Are you trying to like thaumaturgy your voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably have to get a
It's
little bit
there.
closer, but yeah. I'd say after letting them get within about 1,500 feet, you could probably speak out and have them hear it. Whether they understand you is a different question, but
Okay, I'll let Gandalf know. If we get a little bit closer, I don't know if they'll speak our language, but once we get a little bit closer, I can try to yell to them. I can make my voice a lot louder, and let them know that we're friendly, and see if they have ill intention. Worth a shot.
I'm in a
Talking to
turret.
you, Gandalf.
I'm in a
Oh.
turret.
Oh, shit.
We went downstairs. We
Wait,
said, tell us if we're
I
gonna
thought-
shoot anything,
I'm
and then
so
we
sorry.
went downstairs.
I thought Melgrim just went. My
Oh.
bad.
There are 2 turrets.
Can I say that through the communication candle, or is it it's not a one-time use. I'm gonna say it through the communication candle to Candlewin.
you hear the candle speak up.
I'm like, I don't know if this is both ways, but okay. All right.
Alright, I guess I'll hold till we get closer.
Okay.
I'm a holler.
Get about 1,500 feet away. What do you say? Get on the bow of the boat and scream out at them.
Responsibility for thinking. I hate that. I'm trying to think of a signal that they can give us if they're friendly.
Throw that ass back if you ain't trying to fight.
Can I tell how their balloon is handled? Like I can tell, like they can cut off the fire and go down a little bit on command if they need to.
Yeah, seems like that might be how it works. Sure.
Perfect. Then I will yell. If they, fingers crossed, they speak common. I don't know if you speak common, but if you do and you're friendly, give us a sign by lowering your balloon a few feet right now. Do they lower their balloon a few feet right now?
There is a collective of just like raised spears and fists in your direction, and you see a tiny like goblin crawl up onto the back flame with 2 bottles of something and just starts like throwing it into the fire, like looks like liquid, as the fire gets much bigger and they start like hauling ass towards you guys.
Bad Max balloon. Fucking awesome.
Goblin speaks Goblin. Who on our ship speaks Goblin? Does anybody speak Goblin?
So,
If they feel like holding still for about 10 minutes, I can at least understand them, but I don't think they're going to give us that opportunity.
I mean, they're moving relatively slow, so I'm gonna try to summon Mop up here. I'm gonna use the candle and be like, Mop, can I borrow you as a translator?
Chansu?
Can you understand words and then tell me what the words are?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Mop's not. I can't thaumaturgy Mop, can I? I can only do it in my own voice.
What's the distance on thaumaturgy?
30 feet.
So, yeah,
But
let's say
says
you can...
I can thaumaturgy his voice.
Sure.
Okay.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Mop, can you ask them why they're attacking us, or why they're trying to attack us, or who are they, and what are they? I don't know what to. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Sorry.
He shouts out, hold on.
Hold on. No, I'm telling him to hold on. Okay. Mop, can I get you to yell something for me at that balloon? I need you to yell in Goblin. He speaks Goblin, right? He's a Goblin. Yell. We're not trying to be aggressive. Why are you attacking us?
Okay.
Shut up, can't make that face. Don't make that face, Kent. Don't make that face. You're not here.
You cast thaumaturgy on him.
Yeah.
You hear and screeches and what have you. Go to echo out over the ocean as they continue. And similar to the response that you got, they all yell and shake their sticks again. He says,
Can he understand what they're yelling?
they say, "Ah!" and deafens probably everyone within a 15-foot radius because his voice is thaumaturgy.
Knobs on Kendall. Kendall, is it time?
I
Oh
know.
wait, Mop, go back
What'd
down.
you
Get
say?
go secure yourself. Get to safety. Let everyone else know in the boat to get to safety.
What's going on up
Please
there? Should we
stop,
fire?
Go downstairs so you don't see your foster family commit war crimes on your people.
What do you mean war crimes?
All right, and then once Mop gets out of the sight, I'm gonna unthaumaturgy him. I'm gonna end that spell.
Sure.
And once he gets down, I don't want to hear him screaming anymore. Once he gets down underneath the ship, down the stairs or whatever, I'm going to. Can the candle goes to all the rooms, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Gandalf and Milgram, I don't think that they're friendly.
Lining up
No,
the shot now.
But I think they're easy to avoid. They're moving really slow, and I don't think that we have to kill them.
It's true. I guess.
Does the Zeppelin gas of Eberron, is that flammable?
I
Is that something Milo would know?
Give me an intelligence check. D20 plus your intelligence.
No, Milo, stop setting things on
Jesus
fire.
Christ. Milo says,
Yeah,
that's
go
crazy.
one second.
That'll be an 18, 13 plus 5. Or, 17, 13 plus 4. I ain't that smart.
Yes, it is.
Milo. If I see him rearing back some fire or anything, Milo, it's unnecessary.
No, you just see him over there like,
Okay. I don't
he
think
looks real thinky right now.
I don't think being violent or gaining any more enemies would be in our best interest if we can avoid it. So
Okay, fine.
let's talk to
Well,
Nilva
just-
about turning course a tiny bit and go around them. They're very slow.
If we do have to shoot him, you should shoot the main balloon.
No shit.
Milo.
I said if. It's
So-
irrelevant if we can get away from them anyway, right?
Right. Nova, can you try to avoid them?
Yes, ma'am.
Give them a wide berth there.
Surely.
Milo says, if the fiery explosion doesn't kill them, surely the lethal impact of the water will put out the flames.
You guys start to swing wide, and you get fairly close for as long as the debate ends. Sort of. So if you guys are still in the turrets, you probably
I'm
get
staying
about.
down there just in case. I'm over there. I'm making
Yeah.
figure eights with the barrel
just-
while I
oh my
wait.
As we float by him.
You guys see the one goblin with just charred mess on his face and goggles, like some sort of flammable high octane liquid being poured into the back to speed it up to from 4 to 8 miles an hour. You see from underneath little feet moving like pedals or something as it tries to propel them forward, and they're coming for you. They're not gonna catch you, but they're coming for you. Nilbo just easily outmaneuvers them and continues on past.
I would actually like to. Let me see if I can do this. Is it prestidigitation? Stop, please. Or is it? Yeah, prestidigitation. Oh, it's only 10 feet. I don't think we're gonna be in 10 feet of him, are we?
No.
Damn, I wanted to create a gust of wind and just kind of blow him back a little further. And then they just start. Whoa.
I mean, there is a way to speed up our ship.
That's true.
Apparently, we don't need it. They're slow asses.
They're very slow. But Nobo
Guys.
easily avoids them. They continue their chase for miles and miles. But eventually you lose sight of them pretty quickly, probably within the next 45 minutes.
Somebody over there just fell asleep in the turret.
Okay.
See? Once they get out of sight behind us, be like, see? Easily avoided. No violence necessary.
I suppose.
Okay. Is there anything else the crew on the airship would like to do for day 4? You do pass Bralkek on this day, fairly early in the day.
How close do we pass the rock?
Yeah, how close?
Oh no.
Nilbo takes a fairly wide berth unless told otherwise.
Okay. I'm just curious if it would be possible with either his mile-long vision or the fucking the spyglass to be able to see if we could make out the side of the little castle that got a hole opened in it to see if there's still a hole there.
Could I use the spyglass to gain even further?
I think
sight?
that'd be like putting glasses on top of glasses. I'm not gonna lie. You probably just blur
Yeah.
your vision and give yourself a headache. That's the way I would imagine that working, but I don't know.
Yeah.
For a mile, give me a perception check.
All right,
I feel like it'd be
okay.
like putting binoculars on top of glasses, right? That would work.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Like I'm wearing glasses without I can't see that well, and if I look through a spyglass with my glasses on, I'd be able to see even further.
he basically has binoculars for eyeballs.
Well, he's just got 20/20 vision.
Put binoculars on top of binoculars. I'm not sure how it works. The world implodes.
It's like dividing by 0.
Oh. That's a bad roll, anyways. A total of 9. Oh wait,
9.
no, 10.
10. You look through and somewhat foggy in the town today, covering up the majority of it, but don't see too much.
Is there a large brain floating around anywhere? Attached to any other airships?
You don't see any large
Oh,
brain
no.
anywhere.
Darn.
Anything else for day 4?
No, never mind.
Keeping on.
Very well. Artyom, roll a d4 for me, please.
3.
Artyom, then on that 4th day, you come up. The blizzard has passed. It is still very cold. You need to hurry up and get into one of your other forms. Otherwise, you will risk exhaustion in this cold, traveling for every hour.
Is the air form of like Windwalk immune to the cold, or?
It's well, let's see. I don't know.
It says you get resistance from like non-magical weapons, but it doesn't say that you're like immune to cold or something like that.
Has resistant to damage from non-magical weapons and no other effects. You're a cloud.
Yeah, part of me is like, well, it doesn't say I don't get any benefits, but the other part of me is like, so if I had furs on, it would be okay for me to be in the sky as a cloud. So it just kind of seems silly too.
Toasty cloud.
I'm gonna say your cloud form has resistance to the cold, which means you won't be taking levels of exhaustion. You're still chilly, but
Oh yeah, I would imagine it would be comfortable.
Wait. Isn't a cloud water vapor? So wouldn't he become snow?
your snow cloud, snow walk.
Sure.
Yeah. He's a big old snowball flying through the air.
Oh shit.
You said you rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going throughout the day. Into your day 4 comes another hard day's travel. You figure at this point you're probably about another day out, maybe. To at least near where you need to be, near where your survival's high enough. You look around. You should be coming up on the holds and on Chrono Peak specifically.
By the end of tomorrow?
Right.
Okay.
You park there, and sun setting across the iron route, and you see frozen lake in front of you. You see a massive herd, like 300 caribou, sort of migrating from east to west. That's it. Other than that, your night goes by without issue. Cold, lonely. That's it.
Yeah, if I'm not taking like super effects from the cold, like mega exhausting me in a blizzard, then I might take a little bit of extra means of going and giving those caribou a little bonk on the noggin with a big old beak.
Okay. All right. It is still very cold. But assuming you have your little setup that you did the night before, you have at least a safe place to go. There is no blizzard, so the wind isn't quite cutting, but easily enough catch up to you calls an entire herd of caribou to like start stampeding away from the giant dinosaur that's picking up some of them. But yeah.
Let's, peck one, grab it in the claw, peck another one, grab it in the claw, and
God damn.
go back and just get me a little bit of extra resistance in case we have some adverse weather up ahead.
Okay. Trying to make like hides, or
probably very, very rough. Something just like we're talking. I'm just gonna have some blankets to wrap up in the skin if need be.
Okay.
That's fucking nasty.
It's not great.
You're gross.
It's not great.
Yeah. I'm not saying like I'm going full on tauntaun with some caribou or something.
They're still squishy.
Sure.
They're still squishy.
I'm not gonna put them on that night.
Right.
God, just like the damn fucking.
He'll let the blood dry first.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Unless there's anything. Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, I would do that, and I guess once what time did I wake up, since I sort of went to bed quite earlier in the day?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
What time did I wake up since I went to sleep quite early the previous night?
You woke up a little bit earlier to make sure that you didn't get a rude awakening from stone and ice, but I'll say you get a fairly early start, probably 6 a.m. or so.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to push on like an extra few hours with wind elemental form after the 8 hours of that initial wind walk went away?
Yeah. I mean, you did the same thing towards heading towards the Visor Mountain, so yeah.
Okay.
Wind walk goes away, you can push on forward. You get a few moments of extreme cold, but quickly enough you get the get into your air elemental form. It does take a minute, but still not enough to gain an instant level of exhaustion, but easy enough.
All right. Yeah, I would do that to get maybe so I don't quite get there at like dark the next day.
Right. Okay.
I'm not in one of those like, oh, you're coming in the middle of the night. We super duper don't trust you. If I decide to go towards the city and see what's up.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. The day continues on. You guys ending your day 4 past Ralkek and just a couple of days away from Moonwatch now. Go to bed on your 4th night. Everybody laying down. Night comes, everybody's asleep. Few of you are jolted awake. The majority of you. By a scream in the middle of the night. Ah! Ah! Just out in the airship.
Is it Nilbo or Erish or Mott?
What are you guys doing?
You're not even here.
I'm going out. Fucking kukri from out under the pillow, like.
Is
Him
it
getting
coming
flushed out of the door.
Is it coming from the direction of the trap I set?
Yeah, I was about to say I might go look to Milo's trap.
Head down towards the trap. Nothing there.
Okay.
Malcolm's out here with his little hand axe because that's all he's got right now.
Yep.
Where did it sound like it came from?
You walk out and you hear it coming from Mop's room.
No!
Oh shit.
Okay, Mop's room. That's where the first place I'd go.
Yeah.
Forget about the trap.
Okay.
Bust down the door.
We all woke up, you said?
Yeah.
It's just Milo running down the hallway in his underwear with the night vision goggles and the bolter.
Shit.
You go to open Mop's door. It's locked.
Bust it down.
I got it.
Boom, boom, boom.
Fuck it.
What the hell's going on in there? Are you okay?
Screaming.
I'm if nobody else is doing
Alright.
anything, I'm
kicking the door down. Let's go.
Kicking this
Yeah.
door down.
I'm using Malcolm as a fucking battering ram.
I can bust this door down myself. Thank you.
Uh,
Koshik.
I'm gonna help Koshik use Melgrim as a battering ram.
Oh
Mother put
no, you're not doing that.
Could the drone use its little force bolter to just shoot the lock a few times?
Good.
For a 26.
You go to talk to your drone
Kicking
and
this down.
you kick the door down. You see Mop in his nightie just pressed up against the wall, standing on his bed, just screaming and like looking at the ceiling.
I'll look at the ceiling.
We'll also look at the ceiling.
What's wrong, Mop?
Make a perception check.
What happened?
Fucking 15.
Don't see shit.
22.
You look up.
5.
5. You guys look up to where Mop is looking. Dark ceiling. Air comes in with a candle for you all in the darkness. You're looking around, but you don't see anything.
Milo will take something out of his like little thingy and cast see invisibility.
Give me another perception check.
Why isn't Mop answering me?
That one's only a 17.
Look around and you don't see anything. Mop is stammering and he's not speaking right now. He is.
Dwarves are walking. Grab him up. Sorry, little one.
Sorry, buddy.
Come on. It's all right. We're here now. Let's
slow
sit
down,
him
buddy.
down.
Do you look injured in any way?
Give me a medicine check.
Oh boy. I don't think I have any kind of proficiency. I do not. Give him a look over. Ha! 4. He's fine.
Looks shaken up.
Rub some dirt in it.
It's all right, little one. Calm down. We're here. You're safe. What's going on?
Monster.
Slow down. Monster? Where?
He just looks up at the same spot in the ceiling.
Is it still here?
He starts looking around.
I'm gonna leave his room, and I am going out into the hallway. I'm just taking a look.
Yeah.
Milo will join Kaushik, but will leave the drone with instructions to keep an eye on Mop, make sure nothing happens.
You looking for anything particular out in the hallway, Kaushik?
Look for those eyes, my boy. Those eyes.
Roll a perception check.
15 plus whatever my perception is. Ooh, 9. 15 plus 9. So a total of 24. Ooh, yeah, math. 24.
Mhm.
Nothing.
You glance around. You don't see any of the eyes anywhere.
Milo comes trotting out behind her with his dark vision and see invisibility going, just kind of I'm assuming still not seeing anything either.
No. Except for your friends gathered in the hallway looking around. Everybody in their underwear and weapons drawn.
Things.
This is getting a little ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm gonna run back into my room and go under my bed, or like look under my bed just in case. And even if I don't see anything, I'm gonna talk to underneath my bed, the void, and I'm going to say, it was fine when it was just me, but you're scaring the kid. You need to stop. And that's all. I don't care if anything hears me.
Okay.
I want to stealth and go downstairs, like towards like the cargo hold and stuff. See if I can, if it can't see me, maybe I'll have an easier time finding it.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for me.
Wait a minute.
So there's a 26, and if it is relying on dark vision, I'm invisible to it.
Okay.
So
Milo will search all of the like upstairs hallways around the basically the opposite of where Gandalf's searching. I guess with a focus looking like dark corners and along the ceiling and all that.
Okay.
A real organized search.
We'll get
I
to
have
that
a
in a second.
Questions.
Mm-hmm.
I have met the target. Can I scry on this thing? Or can I try to, since I've... Oh, it's... Yeah, I mean, I could probably try to scry on it.
It's possible.
I
We'll
could try.
go 1, 2, 3. Start with Gandalf.
I'll go last. Me last, yeah.
You sneak downstairs.
Mhm.
You hear slight humming. You look over to your right. Kaushik's horse.
horse.
Look to your left. Teleportation circle. Privy. You don't see anything moving currently.
I know there's all kinds of hidey holes and stuff down here because
Mop.
went from when Mop went through here. So I'm just gonna go down in that whole area, checking like the room where Nilba's sleeping and any and all little hidey holes that are down there.
Okay. Give me a investigation check for me.
Oh wow, okay. Making up for my bad rolls earlier. It's a 22 total.
22. Very nice. You go through every nook and cranny downstairs, going through the kitchen, through the staff quarters. Don't find anything.
All right.
Milo, give me an investigation check. find anything. Toshik?
I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna pull out the mirror. I'm gonna go, since I'm in my room already, I'm gonna go into the bag of holding. I'm gonna pull out the mirror. I'm gonna sit down on my bed, and I'm gonna go for it. A DC 17 wisdom.
Okay. And you are attempting to scry on
The creatures, the eyeballs. Let me describe the eyeballs.
just the eyes that you've seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got.
You reach out. There's nothing for you to look at.
Fuck. Can I try to talk to it, like via sending? I guess technically I just haven't met it, huh? Technically I don't know it. I don't know.
Is there anything else anybody's going to try for the night?
The name of the ancestor is going on here. Is Crowley around?
Dude, Crowley, wake up.
Crowley is in the hallway, just standing there. He was just watching from the hallway as everyone went to mop.
This is Crowley playing a prank on us. I know it.
If seeing mops well in hand and taken care of, he's just gonna take his candle and go back toward his room.
Okay. Air's just sort of sitting there with Gorham and Mop and sort of just calming him down from here. Air whips up a quick magical cup of hot cocoa for Mop.
Excellent.
If you want, Mop, you and I can camp in the servant quarters tonight, in the crew quarters, so we can both have a bed but be comfy and together, right? All right, cool. Does anybody want to join us? We have a little sleepover in the quarters, in the servant quarters.
Milo
Sure.
walking back down the hall,
Sure.
dragging like a blanket and pillow.
Little
Come on.
sleepover.
It'll be like old times before we got the ship, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Sure, why not?
perfect.
Crowley's going back to his room.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
expected. I am going to grab my
Oh.
bag though. I'm going to bring the bag with me. Bag of holding.
Oh, and,
just in case.
Yeah, one more thing. Crowley's unattuning from one of his objects, so he can attune to the doll and get possessed and all that. I'm just kidding, but he is unattuned.
Oh.
Yeah, unattuned to an object.
Yeah, he's gonna unattune from the Hat of Disguise for now.
Okay. All right. We have a little camp out going on in the crew quarters down below,
Sleepover.
and that's where we'll go on break. All right. Thanks,
All
guys,
right.
for tuning in. We will be back shortly. Don't go anywhere. Donate to Extra Life in the meantime, and we'll be back soon. Much love.
Bye.
Bye! Be back soon!
And hello, everybody. Did I click the button? I clicked the button. Hello, everybody.
Hello!
I thought I may have missed. It's us, Hard Knock Dice, the same people that were all here. I'm Jonesy, your Dungeon Master. We're going to hop back into our Across Eberron campaign. What happened before the break, in case you're just now tuning in? Well, a couple of things. We're going to call them the airship crew because it's minus Artyom right now, who is in the north. Artyom started freezing to death, needed to get to some cover really quickly. Some quick thinking and some magic saved his life as he burrowed underground, made a dome and a small fire. The crew continues to be harassed at night by some unknown entity or something of the like, as different sniffing under doors and notes being slid under bathroom doors while business is being taken care of. Things are scaring Maup. And they also encountered a war zeppelin as well, a goblin and some kobolds as well on a war zeppelin. Which there were a couple of people that wanted to shoot them down out of the sky, but through some use of morality decided against it. Kaushik, the moral
It's me.
compass.
It's me, I'm the moral compass.
Decided against shooting them out of the sky. We wake the next day. The majority of the party, minus Crowley, inside of the staff quarters down below. And yeah, you guys wake up to a nice, beautiful morning. No other instances throughout the night. Day 5 is now yours. What would you like to do? If anything,
Have breakfast.
Erish has it prepared.
Immediately upon waking, I'm going to check on Mount and make sure that he's feeling okay this morning.
He's okay. He's shooken up, but he's okay.
Okay. I'm going to ask him, can you tell me exactly what you saw, Mop? Fangs and claws?
Yeah.
Oh no. Did you see its eyes?
Like takes his fingers and stretches his eyes out real wide open.
Big wide eyes and fangs and claws. Did you see anything else? What color it was, or if it was furry or some kind of animal? Or...
Sort of like points to your cheek.
My cheek?
Mm-hmm.
To indicate what, like the color, or like that it was flesh?
Yeah, it's just sort of, you ask him what it looks like, it sort of just taps on your cheek.
Oh, it looks like me? Oh, fuck.
You know, just...
Oh. Okay. Alright, so it was... So it looked like a person, but like a monster.
Nope. Yes.
No?
No
Yeah,
person.
yes.
Yes, monster.
Yes, okay. Just monster, okay. Alright, now, I'm not going to bother you about this anymore. You don't have to think about it anymore. Let's go get some breakfast, alright? If you want something special, I can see if I can get Erish to whip you up something special.
Candy.
You like pancakes? Candy. What kind? Chocolate or like fruity?
Candy. Just a deep like growl from Mount when he
You know
says
what?
candy.
I'll see what I can do. And then I will ask Erish if there's any candy aboard this ship at all whatsoever.
You see Erish's face go from its normal like jubilant state to a very straight like deadpan. He says, "Is Mop asking for candy again?"
He is, but he had a hard night. Just a couple pieces if you can. And he'll eat it with his breakfast instead of his breakfast.
After.
Yes, he'll eat it after his breakfast. He'll eat it as soon as he finishes his breakfast.
I was like watching the news. It's like after. Goes back to watching.
Right, Crowley, thank you.
This child has so
Crowley's
many
got my
parents.
back.
Oh my god.
Oh man, this is sort of like, you've heard of helicopter parenting. This is the Apache helicopter network of parenting right here. All right.
Give me the candy, Erish. Give it.
I'll make something. Give me a few moments.
All right, thank you. And I'll just let Mop know that he has to finish his breakfast before he eats his candy, but I've got candy coming for him.
Scarfs down his meal.
Wow.
I'll
I don't
scoot
think
his
I've.
glass- Go ahead.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody chew that little.
I'll scoot his glass of water towards him so he will drink some water.
My passives in the group that are high, Kaushik and Gandalin.
Yep.
You notice his Mop's like shoveling. You see him holding a hand behind his back, and you see like Bursty getting sniffing something in his hand. This seems to be a team effort on finishing his meal.
I'm not narking on him.
Shrug. Okay.
So my high perception
Had
is
his
not going to
little
catch
head.
that.
Yeah, I'm Crowley's too.
What
I expect you to at least eat half of it.
what day did you say we would be getting there? Was it 6 or 7?
Day 7.
Day 7.
Yep. Got 2 more days of travel.
Only a little over 2 days left. Probably we're in the starting some test runs on the armor, trying to make sure everything's running smoothly, so we'll be spending the day conducting functions checks.
Okay.
He's looking like Iron Man.
Well, he was doing that real quick. Once Mop finishes his breakfast, I'm just gonna pat him on the back and be like, "Right, go find Arish. Send him off for his candy."
Takes off towards Erish's room.
As soon as Mop takes off, Malcolm's gonna say, is it possible that we brought something back from the plane of Zodiac? Then
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we all up here eating breakfast together, other than Milo, who's like down there working on the armor? Or
Well,
is
I
armor
assume
up?
y'all are all eating breakfast together.
I'm gonna wait until after Mount scurries away, so we don't have to discuss this in front of him.
Yeah.
I asked him when we woke up exactly what he saw, and he gave me a brief description, and it sounds like a monster, just like he said. He said fangs and claws, and it sounded like the same big wide eyes that I saw under my bed. I think we're in trouble here, guys.
He hasn't attacked anybody.
Well, it hasn't
With
hurt
that.
anybody. It's psychological warfare.
After I
Keep us
eat
away.
breakfast, I'm going to ritually cast Commune with Nature to see if there are any powerful celestials, fae, fiends, or elementals or undead.
Okay.
While he's doing that, Krallo was just about to suggest, and have you cast detect any of your detection magics after every incident? Good, evil, magic, anything of the sort. I've not heard anything more than usual from the spirits on this ship as of late.
I don't believe I have any detection magics. Only dispel. No, I don't have any detection magics. At least not prepared.
Then it might be important, should another occurrence happen, that we use one of these detection magics almost immediately, or wake someone who can.
Who on the ship can? I know Artyom can, but he's not here.
I can detect the good and evil.
Ah, perfect.
That will help at least narrow it down, for sure.
Right? So just
But it's purposely taunting us. It left a note for Gorham, asking him if he wanted to play. It scared Mob. It woke me up. It's doing this on purpose. I don't think it's kind.
It could be construed as madness, keeping you awake at night, teasing you, making you paranoid.
But we're all seeing the same things. Well,
I've not encountered anything yet.
and Mop didn't come with us to the plane of Zoriat.
It could have been residual. Or there's a spirit. Either or. I have nothing to present to you for findings at the moment. I'm just telling you what you could possibly do.
Right.
I have no idea what it could be. I got nothing. And we can't seem to follow it anywhere. Could this be something that goes like, comes here and then leaves again?
Well, let's see. When was the first encounter? Who can remember? Who so far has had something happen to them?
Me.
Besides Mob.
Gorham. Mop. Milo as well.
When did this happen to you each? Do you remember which night?
Me, last night, or the night before last, technically. Gorham a few nights ago, I can't remember exactly, but who woke me. Milo said a few nights ago as well. Milo, when did you hear the skittering?
A few nights ago.
A few nights. So I'm going to say Milo, then Gorm, then me. Consecutive nights, I believe. Ooh,
Man, am I
underwear.
glad I muted. I'm so glad I muted. Well then, and what areas were each of you contacted by these strange phenomena?
No.
In my room.
I was in the bathroom.
Outside of my workshop, and then inside of my workshop.
And the same was for you, Koshik?
He's outside of my door, and then under my bed I saw eyes. I saw a pair of eyes, wide, huge pupils. I tried speaking to it, it didn't respond.
Thus far, it seems not to have moved to one particular area more than another. This just seems to be random chance thus far.
It seemed to be all downstairs as far as I've noticed. So.
Yeah, around our bedrooms, etc. Perhaps tonight we should all double up, if that is to everyone's liking, just to see. Because as far as I understand it, each night something has happened. Is this not true? Or has there been a silent night so far?
Doesn't seem like it, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it's been the silent night, has there, TN? It's been 4 nights in a row.
Yeah, Carl is just deducing from what he's hearing now, so...
What time have these events happened? Has it all been the same time?
A very excellent question.
I'm not sure. It's been late. It was late for me. I was woken up.
They have not been at the same time. You would know that because Milo was bothered very close to morning, whereas the rest of you were in the dead of the night.
Gotcha.
Then we double up or triple up as need be. We'll see if this creature is more shy than it seems. It likes encountering those who are alone. And from what I understand, playing games with your senses.
We can keep having sleepovers in the staff quarters if you guys want.
Or, and this is a wild idea, we could have everyone sleep in the quarters and have one of us sleeping outside to see if we can't force the entity to go after one of us. I, of course, would be willing tonight.
Definitely help narrow down what it does and why it does it.
That's true.
Then we
Fair
are
enough.
agreed.
Hey,
I will sleep
good to me.
in my room.
All right.
Okay. Melgrim, you go find a quiet place away from the table to go cast Commune with Nature. You get in there and you sit on your bed. You start the casting of it. It takes a little bit of time. And as you're sitting in there, something shuffles beside you from your pack.
Oh, bother. Okay.
Right, Winnie the Pooh.
I open my pack, I guess.
Flip open the top of your pack. You see another shake from deep within.
All right, I'm going to find someone. Something's going on now to me. And yeah.
You take your pack.
Take my pack.
Okay.
Some shuffling going on in my pack. I don't know what the hell is going on here.
Oh, is he with the group? Back with the group now?
Yeah, what are you doing, Malcolm?
Going back to the group as I'm saying all that.
Okay.
Dump your pack out.
Yeah, dump it out. Quick to move some of the stuff aside in the center, if you please.
I'll dump it out. Blah, blah, blah.
Start to dump out your stuff, your rations, couple of throwing, like a wine skin filled with ale falls out, and then right on the middle of the table, a large egg, which you had picked up.
Oh,
Crap.
shit.
What is that?
I forgot about this egg. Oh,
Milgram.
And where did you acquire this egg, Milk?
No.
I'm gonna need to hear it.
listen,
Milgram.
we all know where I
No.
acquired this egg. It was
Milgram.
from that book.
Milgram.
And there I present with you a possibility of something touching our plane through this focal point.
As you dump the egg, it looks like scales up on the side now, a deep, like, green color in nature. And from around the edges, a slight glowing green from within.
We have to destroy it.
Wait.
Hold
Did-
on.
What if we just like monitor it through a little bit?
Top of the
Gandalf.
egg, like, cracks open.
Gandalf?
What?
Monitoring seems to be working.
Can we make any knowledge checks to try and figure out what it is?
Sure, give me a, what would this be?
I would also like to make a knowledge check inside.
Sure, yeah,
Have points and everything.
give me a knowledge. Give me a knowledge, we'll call it nature or arcana, your choice.
Oh, bet.
Nat 20.
Oh, 25, but
Let's see. You said arcana or nature?
Mm-hmm, your choice.
Arcana 30.
30. Milo?
it was a 25.
For arcana or nature?
Arcana.
Okay, alright. So,
But I have both, so if you want me to roll nature instead, since he got Arcana, I can do that too.
no, it's fine. I just need to know sort of like what direction
Gotcha.
to take the knowledge check. You and Crowley, Crowley and Milo lean closer to the egg, start inspecting it. Crowley pushing up his glasses onto the nose that isn't there on his mask. You look a little bit closer.
It's like a popsicle stick glued to the front.
It's definitely changed in some way, but it looks like something draconic in nature.
Oh no.
I'd say draconic, wouldn't you, Milo?
That sounds about right, based on the edges of this eggshell and coloration.
What?
You see another piece of the egg fall off.
Crowley's going to remove his glasses and say, I don't think I need to tell you the dangers of having a draconic entity on a wooden ship, or an airship at that matter.
Has
Well,
enough
that would depend on the kind.
has enough eggshell like fallen away that I could like kind of peek inside the egg?
You gonna peek inside the egg? Yeah, go ahead.
This-
Oh,
I just kind of.
we just got a mother imprint on this egg. That's all we got to do.
You look inside?
Yeah, I look inside.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Sure.
And then madness screams out.
No.
Dirty 20.
Can't.
You look inside. You don't see anything. It's pretty dark inside of the egg as you're looking in there. Something shuffling around for sure. You can tell that obviously because the egg is moving and breaking open. You hear a little.
I'd like to roll
little
a.
noises.
Alright. I guess for the hatching of an egg, would that be a nature check? Like what we should do? Let it force itself out?
Yeah.
Or would it be bad to.
Yeah, do we know?
Sure, give me nature checks. Whoever would like to know the best way to birth an egg.
Another 20. So,
Sit on it. Duh. Everybody.
nature, that's a 24. Nat 20 plus 4.
There we go.
It's typically best to let these things run its course if your intent is to let it hatch.
Let it at least break the egg itself.
Do
We shouldn't interfere.
Do we put it in a nest? Does it need to be in a nest? It's just on the kitchen table right now. Do we just leave it?
We need to be able to watch it.
We need to be
Process is
able to watch it.
started.
Yeah, so there's no need for a nest. Let us.
Oh, okay.
One of us should, of course, monitor the egg. We could take turns or whatever, but we need
Only
to
one?
watch.
Another
I'm willing
piece,
to sit here.
larger piece of egg falls off.
I feel like it's not gonna be very long. Let's all be here for this moment.
Milo,
Very
do you have
well.
any kind of glass like a tank or a cage or anything that we could put this within? Just in
Funny you
case
should
when it
ask.
hatches
Is there
it.
going to be a way that we can charm this creature when it comes?
Not the trap.
Fine.
He'll send his drone to come dragging back one of the live traps.
Please take the
Take
device.
the one out of my
of it.
room. Yeah.
It hatches and then it sets off an electrical trap and dies.
No, it's not electric.
It's just one of those like live traps that has like the door that opens down into the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, live with electrical current. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Let's wait and see this egg hatch before we decide if we want to toss it into a container.
Everybody's sort of just
so pissed that he missed this.
And if we lose it, I think we need to go
Oh.
and put it in the.
We
I
can
think we
catch
need to
it.
go and put it in.
I can contain it if it tries to escape.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair.
okay. Sit there, you're watching. Takes it a
So
moment,
much going on.
but eventually you see the nose of something start to peek out. Snout.
Ooh.
Is it
Oh
green?
God.
It is green.
Yeah, is it green? Oh shit.
Oh God.
As its head
It's happening.
peeks out and breaks through the shell and almost looks like a snake at first, and then starts to crawl out, and you see one like small clawed hand and another small clawed hand, a tiny do what
Is it cute?
see if I can show it to you real quick as the
Is
it'll
it a wormling?
Is it a green dragon hatchling?
you do not see wings on
Wings,
this,
No wings. Oh shit.
so
No,
you would
Komodo dragon.
Scared.
Yeah, with your Arcana checks from earlier and knowing that this is Draconic and not seeing any wings, you, Crowley and Milo, would come to the conclusion, at least of the first half that you see this thing, that this looks to be a drake of some sort.
Oh. Ooh.
I would, I would like to pet it.
Nope.
It is.
Oh,
as I
Not yet.
can.
let it come out fully
It's-
before you.
It is
You
not
can
all
pet
the
it
way out. It's first is
When it seems ready.
sort of pulling itself out still. I'm sorry.
Does Milo know what they eat?
Probably meat.
Well, like if there's any specific requirements, like has to be like minced or poultry only or whatever. I don't know.
I'm trying to find the image of it, but I will continue to describe it as it continues to pull itself out of here. My computer's struggling to load this PDF up. But as it pulls it, it's like working against it, pulls itself out, and you see the bottom half of this drake is not draconic in nature. Instead, you see large grasshopper-like legs off the back hand side. And it sort of sits there and just like trying to clear and kick off the egg. But yeah,
It hasn't opened its eyes yet, right?
not
so-
currently. It's still like trying to
Okay.
get all the stuff off of it.
Melgrim, this egg you brought with you, I would assume you would be the one that should probably see first. I'm not going
And
to dignify
Melgrim.
that with a response. Maybe for both of us.
normally, oh, Dorovan and it's just giddy as they're like, ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a baby.
Milo will send the drone to the kitchen to get whatever kind of food he thinks it will eat.
You're in between some sort of meat or insects. You're not sure with this new addition. And as it sits there and you see on its back unfolding from underneath some of the chitinous plates spreading them out. Some like dragonfly type wings.
It's a
Huh.
berry drake.
What is this?
Bug dragon.
Gosh, what are you, little fella?
Perhaps Fey-like.
I've never seen
Would I
anything
be-
like this in my life.
Would we get a roll to identify it now that we have all the more information? Or...
I will save you the time and say that you have never seen anything like this before.
Very well.
This is interesting.
Take out a notepad and immediately start documenting.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get the freaking picture up. So,
That's fine.
and it's
I'm just
up
gonna-
on the stream now. So go ahead and look at the stream. That is what you see.
What the fuck?
Oh yes, he's cute. Oh,
What is it?
I love him.
It's like a mantis drake.
I love
It
them.
is. It's like it's more like a hopper
Drag-
drake.
Yeah, it's like got. Well, not dragonfly wings, maybe. I don't know.
Are
It is,
those
it kind of
actually
has, like-
mandibles on the side of its head?
It
Yeah,
is.
that's what it looks like. Okay.
What the
So
fuck?
whichever direction the thing is looking at, I'm gonna try and direct Melgrim to get in front of it.
Okay.
It's like, give up your seat, or if I have to give up my seat, whichever.
Yeah.
What?
Took an imprint on Melgrim.
Oh.
Melgrim brought it; it's his responsibility, and he doesn't seem too dour on the fact.
It seems like it's got really strong legs. I do think that we should consider finding some kind of tank for it, just for its own safety, so it doesn't jump off the boat.
A tank. It has wings. It can fly.
I don't think most things fly immediately, but who's to
Oh.
say?
Gestures,
Right?
gestures at the cage right there.
But I don't think our
Give it
cage
time.
has like bars, right? Would it squeeze? Could it not squeeze through the bars? It's small. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a mesh cage.
I thought the cage was like wire, but
Oh, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. You make
I
the
figured-
cage.
Regardless, whatever we do with it now is very important to,
Right.
Yeah.
if it is to stay with us for any length of time.
All right.
I can't believe this.
So, I don't even know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it eventually. So with my totem warrior spirit, my path of the totem, I can cast beast sense and speak with animals, but only as rituals. And when it seems like it's done doing its little get out of the egg and seem like it's ready, I would like to try that.
Okay. Is everyone else backing away from the table, or other
Yeah,
people around?
Sure.
Yeah.
we'll
I'm
back
away.
away.
Let
Let
him do
Melgrim
his
imprint.
thing.
Okay, sure. Everybody backs away from the table. Melgrim's sitting there at the just egg on top of the table, mostly broken up now as this thing, and it opens its eyes. Melgrim, can I get a animal handling check from you, please?
All right, that's not bad. What is my plus 6? So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24.
Opens its eyes, looks at you, doesn't fly anywhere, doesn't go anywhere. It's a good sign. It's not fleeing out of fear. Sort of just looking around. Looks at you. Not doing anything at the moment.
It says, "Hey, what's all this then?"
Milo will hand Melgrim the bits of meat that the drone grabbed from the kitchen.
Okay.
Well, here you go.
And I will set the bits of meat in front of it. Okay.
Sort of cautiously goes up to it and tosses one little piece up and scarfs it down. Starts eating it all.
Detailed notes about like its method of eating and the whole process.
You see it picking it up with those like front part of its snout and beak, if you will, if you want to call that, and then those mandibles just like forcing the food down.
Kaushik's brain immediately goes to watching this little tiny dragon boy eat meat, and she's like, oh god, I wonder how big it's gonna get.
I can't wait to find out.
Shit.
All right.
Oh god.
Doesn't grow too fast.
Milo looks excitedly over at Kaushik.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm sure we'll be able to at least observe.
Different definitions of fun.
Would now like
This
to
could be a
attempt
discovery.
my first time to speak with animals.
Okay. Using is it ritually casting speak with animals? Is that what you said?
Ritually casting, yes.
Okay. You reach out and what do you say?
Lord. One second. Hello there. I am Melgrim. Can you actually understand me?
You get back two general ideas of thoughts, as I am not going to attempt to voice a baby right now. Maybe I'll come up with a baby voice by next week, but that no, not you get back two sort of, as he sits there, and two thoughts are conveyed, and that is hungry and tired. This thing is fresh from the egg, hasn't developed a whole lot of sense of where it's at or anything, but it does have those two things in mind. And about the time you get that, it sort of like curls up next to the pile of meat and just starts like sleeping.
Oh. All right, little fella, you have a good nap.
I say we take that cage and probably make a bigger one and set it up in Melgrim's room.
With like a cushion in the bottom.
I'm sure Erish could probably help us with that.
You see it sits up and burps, and when it does, a gout of green fluid goes across the table and like hits the like dish holding rack on the other side. After a minute, you start to see smoke start to crawl up.
No.
From
Oh
the,
shit, it spits acid.
No.
Oh fuck.
lays back
Milo, are
down.
you seeing this?
Oh no.
Write it down, Milo. Write it down.
Perhaps some more resistant material for your cage, Milo.
Of course.
Cannot be contained. Ah.
I was almost more interested in taking notes than going to get the materials.
This is gonna be such a headache. And I'm gonna go over there and start.
Fine.
I'm gonna walk over there and start taking the dishes off the rack before it completely like falls
Okay.
down and breaks our dishes. Just set them down on the counter or table beside. Ugh.
Huh. I feel like this was not the thing running around the boat.
I know this is
Probably not.
hatch. This wasn't the problem at all. No.
Just making sure we put it out there.
Melgrim is going to run to his room, grab one of his pillows, bring it to the table, and slowly lift the critter up, put him on the pillow.
Make an animal handling check.
Come on, ancestors.
Inspiration to Melgrim.
All right.
Tired.
Okay. And that's a D10,
10?
right?
Aye, sir.
Great. Oh, that was a good roll. All right. For a total of 28.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 on the D10.
Nice. You bring the pillow down, gently pick it up so as not to injure its wings or anything. The chitin is that you feel for like where its wings are stored is still soft and everything as you pick it up and lay it on the pillow and take it into your room on a pillow and stays sleeping there. Doesn't wake up at the moment.
Hey, my. Huh.
Oh, it's gonna be so awesome.
Oh God.
A lot of emotions going around on this
Yeah,
one right
like-
now. Not a lot of words.
Malgrim. Malgrim, the flying axe dwarf. Yeah.
Drake Warden would
If,
probably be
if
good.
the buddy actually gets big enough, I don't know.
What are you gonna go fucking?
What if he just stays so little? What if he just?
Aye, that'd be fine too.
That'd be
He's
so
cute.
cute.
He's a toy dragon.
I mean, if he spits that, I could hurt some enemies.
That's true.
Huh.
No.
That being said,
Yes, be sure to bring it with you tonight when you all sleep together.
oh fuck,
Oh
I don't want to
God.
have acid spit all over me.
Well, then set him on the opposite
That's
side of the
dangerous.
room.
Milo, do you think that you could like expedite that second cage, the acid resistant one?
It's gonna grow. It might not.
Well,
might be a little,
hopefully,
redundant,
well, it's not going to
Hopefully
grow overnight. Hopefully,
but we don't know how. Maybe it might grow really big in like a week.
Yeah, don't
Well-
you sleep with it then?
by the time it gets to at least 5 feet, we'll know, won't we?
Yeah. I'm just saying. I feel like making an acid resistant cage probably isn't.
It's important, depending on how long it stays in this young state. If it can't control its hiccups, then it will need this.
Exactly. Thank you.
It's a liquid. It'll just go between bars.
Well, that's why we asked him for a resistant cage. Implied that he'll change the design.
Right.
Just make it a box.
Make it something.
Right.
And like collecting the remaining bits of it, he will go get to work, I guess.
Man, this could be an easy answer for today. It's like, what are y'all doing? We're watching the dragon.
Fucking being confused. That's what we're doing.
Does anybody have anything in their bag that they'd like to share for now? Not gotten that one out of the way.
Nope.
Nothing at
Do
all.
I have anything? Does anybody have anything in my bag that they'd like to share? Put out the bag of holding. Do we still have the tentacle in there?
No.
No, no more tentacle.
Not
Oh yeah,
since
yeah, I
last.
remember. Oh God. Oh God.
Us having a secondary sample got shot down violently.
No, nobody stuffed anything in there from Zoriat or anything else.
Don't think so. Melgrim, were you able to do that thing to see if you could tell what was on the boat?
Oh, yeah, right. I think I went to do it and got
Oh.
distracted by this.
And then dragon.
Uh,
that's
yeah.
understandable.
Yeah, let me
Very distracting.
do that now.
Okay. And just commune with nature, right? So you gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice. What are you choosing?
Let's see. Any influence from other planes,
Okay.
and any powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals.
Okay.
I guess animals or peoples. That one as well. Yeah.
Prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples.
Yeah.
You can just know when important people are nearby with commune with nature. That sounds odd. Sure. For the important people nearby, you get all of your teammates here.
Aw.
Minus Nilbo. You get I'm
Aw. God damn. Even Mom's included.
I kid. You do get 2 on the last 2. For the you get a fiendish presence, and you get a influence from Zoriat.
Fucking hell.
Oh
You get
boy.
What? Oh,
Ah.
no. What's up?
All right. Yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
how'd that go?
Well, yeah. There's an influence from Zoriat
Oh, fuck.
somewhere on here.
Okay.
Can you tell where?
Was I able to tell about where?
No, you can just tell that it exists here in this area.
It could still perhaps be the remnant of us, even though it's been a few days.
And
Yes.
what else? I'm
A
sorry.
fiendish presence? Is that what you said, Jones?
Mm-hmm.
Expressions, yeah.
There's a
And a
fucking
fiendish
death.
presence.
Poor
Hmm.
demon. Nothing good.
A fiendish presence.
That sounds terrible.
Exactly like I thought. Ugh.
Does anybody have a good way to like locate fiends?
Hmm. I can tell if there's undead nearby, but I don't know if I don't know if it'd be undead.
I can detect the fiend, and if I'm within 30 feet, I can see where it is located.
Nope. How big is the ship?
Well, then perhaps we can start with the bedroom area and all of us near it.
Yes, perfect.
I will go there and cast Detect Evil and Good,
Okay.
which is a 30-foot range, up to 10 minutes concentration. You know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located.
Okay. You approach into this room. Which room are y'all starting in? If y'all are doing this room by room.
Let's start from the
Whichever
back and work our way up.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
I guess we're in the,
So-
if we're in the
Crowleys?
yeah.
Yes.
That's
Sure.
yeah, that's the one we'd be right next to anyway if we're at the dining room, right? So we just kind of boop and then ding 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 ding.
You cast Detect Good and Evil in this room, and the fiend is here in this room with you.
It's the doll.
It's Crowley.
Is the doll out on display?
Yeah.
Is it the doll?
Yeah,
Well, I was going to say, there's only one object in here that I've added recently, and he's going to look toward the doll.
And it says he can tell where it is in the room.
Yeah.
Right. It's not the doll.
Not the
Oh,
doll.
that
Where is
what
it?
It's my spell.
Sorry, babe.
It's not the doll. But it's...
You look at the doll, expecting it, Gorham.
Squints at the doll.
You go closer to the doll, and that sort of like the spell is ongoing for a duration of 10 minutes. You walk closer to it, and the just feeling of the presence shifts from the forward of your mind to the back. It's not there, though there is like a trail from here. It's behind you, and you look at your party members behind you. And it's amongst them.
Alright. So, it's not the doll. It's amongst you all. Everyone separate. You know what? If there's enough room in here, or we could go up on the deck if necessary. I want everybody to form a circle around me.
Well, there should be plenty of room. I'll start a circle around here if that's what
Well,
we're gonna do.
It's a little cramped in the dining area right now.
Yeah, little cramp.
I'm gonna set my my bag of holding to the side, just in case if it's in there, he'll be able to see that it is now away from us.
All right. Where do you start, Gorham?
I'll start with caution.
Okay. Start with Kaushik.
You hear a little metal detector beep 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 beep.
The wand. Pretty fucking awesome.
You detect the presence on Kaushik, but it is not. But it is not the strongest presence in the room.
So it's there's a presence on another party member.
Seems like it. That sort of presence in your mind as you're looking at Kaushik. It's like a trail. The same trail that you saw from the doll. It's trailing from Kaushik. But it's not the strongest presence in the room.
Is it like jumping?
What are you getting, Gorham?
I detected a bit on Kaushik, but it's not this source. I'm gonna keep, whoever's next to Kaushik, just go around clockwise, I guess.
Who you go to next?
Whoever's next to Kaushik.
I'm gonna like brush myself.
Gandolin.
The presence is right in front of you.
Oh, fuck.
All right, Gandolin. You hiding something? What's going on, lad?
What?
The presence is coming from you.
I pat myself down. Do I have any foreign objects that I don't normally keep on my person?
You just searching for like physical items on you or anything?
Yeah. I do myself a pat down, like things that if I might not normally keep on myself. If anything new is in my pockets somehow.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh fuck. 5.
No?
Not that I can think of. Not that I can find either.
Have you perhaps done anything that's been unusual recently?
Any strange objects?
There was the doll when I first got here, or when we first got back.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it perhaps tied to something you've done? You wouldn't have just received this doll for no reason. At least to my mind.
I have no idea. We have been in Zoriat for like almost a month.
What about prior to Zoriat? It could have perhaps been very recent to that, if it was here waiting for you.
Gorham, do you still see a presence on everyone else? Maybe it's just residual and stronger on him. Maybe it's not the source of the problem at all.
Jones,
Yeah.
does it feel like this is like the source, or just the strongest presence in the room?
It feels like the strongest presence in the room. You wouldn't know like a source necessarily, but it's definitely the strongest presence in this room right now.
Perhaps we should check your room then, Gandolin.
Aye, that's what I
Maybe.
was thinking. That's where the doll came from.
Kaushik, do you still have the mirror?
Yes, it's in my bag. And I will walk over to my bag and zoop, pull it out.
Does that ping when it comes out the bag?
Does it ping?
You get the same sense, Gorham, that you did from the doll itself. Not a presence there, but a trail.
A similar feeling to the doll. Not the source, but part of a trail.
Was it perhaps something that you did with the mirror, Gandolin?
Yeah, probably.
Did you get yourself possessed?
Don't feel very possessed.
We would know if he was possessed, or at least perhaps I would
Yeah.
know.
Exactly.
What if it's not controlling him? It's just riding along.
I guess that's possible.
It's also possible that this has nothing to do with what's been bothering us at night. Again, it might just be residual
Probably
leftover
not good.
crazy from Zoriat on all of us.
But this was outside of Zoriat. This is too.
This is fiendish in nature.
But it said it's from Zoriat. He said
Fiendish.
it's from Zoriat, didn't
No,
he?
he said he detected
there
a
was two
Zoriat
separate
presence too.
Influence from Aura. Oh, so there was
Right.
separate.
And then this is a fiendish presence.
A fiendish presence from Zoriat. Right?
Give
They
me a
don't
religion.
necessarily- are
Give me a religion check, Koshik.
I rolled a 14. I don't know what gets added to it though.
Okay.
Wisdom and
Plus 4.
oh
so
no, it's
total.
intelligence. I always forget religion's
Eight.
intelligence.
18 total. And then
Koshik,
plus 4.
with an 18, you would know that there are incredibly strong fiendish presences in several different planes. I mean, you're familiar with Maybar, so that being one of them. And while it's not impossible that a fiend is in or from Zoriat, it is not like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if Melvin specified that the fiendish presence and the influence from Zoriat were two separate things. So I thought I was in the impression it was all rolled into one.
Gotcha.
Sorry about that.
So that's my bad. No, I'm sorry about that. That's my bad. I just misinterpreted it. Everybody else got it right except me.
Let's continue this conversation in Gandalf's room then.
I don't know if the room will make a difference because I went in that mirror a few times.
You went what in the mirror?
Or like something of me went in it anyway. I
What
physically
exactly-
go into it.
You physically.
Like I
What
went.
did-
Like my body was still here on the ship, but something from me went in there.
Yeah, Crowley leans like forward. What did you see?
A lot.
Anything that could perhaps piece this puzzle together.
I don't know. I didn't know where it took me exactly. It was gray. It was like a maze, and I wandered through it for a while. Came out in fields and stuff, and eventually to seemingly what appeared to be where my parents were murdered, but all in gray.
Oh, God.
They were there. But something was watching. Apparently. I don't know where it was, and it was hard to get back out, and like I turned gray the longer I stayed there.
When was this, Gadwin?
Between Vrolkek and Zarashak.
And why
I
is
don't-
this just happening now?
Yes, I don't mean to get personal, but you said you went in there multiple times, yes?
A couple times, yeah.
Once again, not to be rude, but did they say anything to you, Gandalfin?
To leave. I shouldn't be here. It wasn't safe that somebody would find me. Daughters of Sora. Whoever they are. Somebody powerful, apparently.
And when was the last time you used the mirror?
I think shortly before we made it to Zarashak.
The Daughters of Sora?
Yep. Gorm knew a little bit about them, but not too much.
Would I know anything in passing? DM or
Give me a history check.
19. 16. I'm sorry, 15 plus 4.
Yeah. With a 19, the Daughters of Sorkel are sort of like the boogeyman for the 19. They are, you know about them, everybody does, and parents use them to scare their children in fairy tales. They say that if you rolled a 19, they say that if you don't follow your parents' orders, that Hyena Katra will come out and eat you whole. Things that parents just use to scare their kids with. That's all in sort of folklore that you get with a 19. Based in actual fact, Crowley would like, that's all sort of just like you've heard of them like high level, and you're not sure what is actually fact, right? But factual wise, you'll know that they rose to power in a nation of monsters within the matter of a couple of months. They brought an army from God knows who where and took over a nation of monsters and united them. And they're just a large enigma on how they ever did that. No one to this day is sure. So that's what you get with the 19.
In this nation, this was an actual nation in
This is Droam.
Droam, yes, okay. Crowley's gonna just look at Gandalf, but he's gonna mutter under his breath, sort of like in a rhyming fashion. Mina Katra, Mina Katra. Watch out, children, for she'll come. Like, you know, something like a little rhyme that he would have told his daughter like long ago, and he just kind of fades.
Mm-hmm.
It's a well-known fairy tale, one that even I have told. I'm sure you've gotten that. But it's also based on Mina Khosrow brought together a nation of monsters, an actual faction, brought an army from I couldn't say where, and took over Droham. Did you know that?
Not really.
They're an enigma. I couldn't say any more. We'd have to find materials, perhaps native to Droham, if we wish to find out more. But there is basis for this name.
There you go. That's what they told me.
I've been using the mirror the past few days for a spell, and it's been in my bag since Gandalf let me borrow it. Do I need to give it up to one of you? Gandalf, do you want it back? Crowley, do you want it?
May I see it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We were all there, or at least I know I was near Gandalf when the guy was offering him. He said something about it. I can't remember what it was. Like, you would see.
Let you see the dead again.
It would let you see the dead.
It would give you a chance to speak to the dead again.
Okay.
As I'm handing it over to Crowley, I'm going to say, for clarification, nothing strange happened to me while I was using it.
I would like to try it then. Perhaps in a few hours then, to look at it. I'm concerned that perhaps it'll be different for each of us. As you said, you didn't see anything, but Gandalf, you saw your parents.
I also was using it for that purpose.
Right.
And Koshik, not to pry, you never knew your mother, did you? Or your parents, did you? Or did you just know Yggdrasil?
Koshik is visibly disturbed by this question. I spent a small amount of my life with my mother. Yes, I did know her.
Forgive me, I'm just trying to piece together why this mirror would perhaps...
No, you're fine.
I didn't know myself, so it had to be asked.
I don't remember much about her, if that's what you're wondering. Sure. As far as I know, she's still alive, contrary to what Eberron wants me to believe. I don't believe a word that man says.
So is it possible then that this force that's surrounding Gandalwin, even Gorham, you said the trail was from the mirror, no?
I said the mirror was part of the trail.
Was the mirror left here while we were in Zoriat?
Oh yes, yeah, it was in Gandalf's
It
room.
was.
Crowley looks at the mirror. Mirror. Doll comes from mirror. Trail goes to Gandalwin. Is what I'm thinking here.
Is the trail leading anywhere else, Gorham? Gorham, does the trail lead anywhere else?
Do I see anything else?
You finish your walk of the party. You sense a trail over towards Milo's direction as well.
And that's the only other trail that I sense.
You get ready to wrap up. You put your hands together and look together. The trail leads to you as well as you look down.
Does he say
The
this out
only-
loud? Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, baby.
The only other trails are to me and Milo.
So the different
There's
people that
one
the
to Mop.
entities.
Mop, come down here, buddy.
Makes sense.
Mop runs into the room. Oh.
Hi, bud. Gorham.
I look over at Mop.
You look over at Mop. There's a trail leading from Mop as well.
Aye.
Crowley will speak up. How was the dessert Irish fixed you? Have you had it yet?
And like red candies. I saved these for
Oh,
later.
good. Okay, good.
well,
Perfect. We just wanted to
we were
make
just-
sure you got them.
Indeed. You go enjoy your candies. Thank you, Mop.
Okay.
Gorham, do these trails come from me to everybody else?
That's a good question. Do they emanate from Gandalfin?
Can't sense a direction. You can only sense that there are trails and the stronger presence in the room.
I
You-
can't sense where they come from, their origin. I can just sense the strength of the presence.
It hasn't. Gandalf, has anything happened to you though? Like, have you experienced any of the skittering or the snuffling or the notes or anything? What?
Gorham, is this on me, or is it me?
It's coming from him.
It's coming from you. That's all I can see.
Is Noble down here?
Nilbo's not. Nilbo's driving the ship currently.
What's
Maybe we'll have Nilbo park over land tonight. I'll use this ring to stay off the boat and see what happens.
If you give me until tomorrow, I do have a spell that I think I could try.
Additionally, I could make sure he gets, surveillance the whole night that he's sleeping. We might at least see something.
I'd agree. I think we should perhaps keep to the plan. We want to observation of you to see if it truly is coming off you and creating whatever this trail is that's leading to everyone else.
I'm not going to stay in the same room as everybody else, though. That seems foolish.
Then maybe Crowley in his room and you in yours, so that you're away from everyone, the majority, but closer to Crowley.
I feel like
That's the
Crowley
original
should probably
plan.
stay with the group as well.
Well,
Keep
didn't
only
Crowley?
one person out.
Well, you must be under observation. At least someone can check up on you. So, Milo's.
The drone.
Yes, the drone at least. I would have felt safer with one of us at least near you, watching over you, taking turns perhaps at watch to see if anything happened. But if you feel more comfortable on your own.
I don't plan on sleeping. I'm gonna see what I see.
I understand. Then perhaps we can stay awake together then.
If whatever it is happens while you're sleeping, don't you think staying up would defeat the purpose? We wouldn't be able to see anything.
One way to know.
Very well. I still have a few things to do before the day wraps up. I'll go ahead and have the Kestrel keep an eye on you for the rest of the day and night. Let me know if you need anything.
I will turn in early so that I will also be up with you for the most part.
DM, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I go ahead and go to sleep early, if I get a long rest and then wake up in the middle of the night, will I be able to prepare a different set of spells?
In the middle of the night, you
Since
can't take any
that's
more.
when my day will be starting.
Right, you can't take more than any one long rest in a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, right? Because you can't really just force yourself to sleep. So,
bonk.
I get one of the dwarves to do it. Hit me with that hammer. Let's go.
Oh God, that's not good sleep. That's not the right kind of sleep.
Bonk.
The best sleep, the deepest sleep, the permanent sleep.
Death is the longest.
That's brain
nap.
damage sleep.
R.I.P.
Okay.
The REM. It's R.I.P. Okay, fuck. Okay, well. Alright, we'll see what happens tonight, and then in the morning I'll try to have a spell ready to hopefully handle this, yeah?
Alright.
If we're worried about being too exhausted tomorrow, we can take turns on watch, or at least someone up with Gandalwin. I'm willing to take mid, or whenever these occurrences seem most frequent.
I'm gonna make sure I get my full rest so that I can have a new set of spells ready. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
This is what.
Gora Milgram, are any of you willing to stand vigil?
Oh, yeah. Not a problem. Whenever you need me.
I can as well sometime. Just wake me.
I understand.
All right.
Then I guess I'll stay up till, what is the equivalent of 3 a.m., and then I'll switch off with whoever.
Wasn't this at breakfast?
This was
we
not
have the
very...
whole day.
We got the day.
We have the whole day.
It's not breakfast anymore.
We got dragons to deal with.
We dealt with the dragon through breakfast.
We dealt with the mystery.
But it's like right after breakfast. It's still like late morning.
Yeah, it's like 11.
We slept in.
It's like 11 o'clock.
Eric, go to prepare
11:30
lunch. Let's
maybe.
just go ahead and have an early lunch.
Yes, sir, I will. He calls from the other room.
I mean, I technically haven't prepared my spells for the day. I'm just kidding.
I'm glad that the doll wasn't evil. It was a red herring, and I don't have to get rid of it. I put a lot of work
Not
in.
necessarily. The trail does still lead from the doll as well. It has something to do with it.
Yes, leads to quite a few of us so far, but regardless.
True.
Okay.
Milo comes. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, let us away from this room, since we're all just standing here now.
It only seems to happen at night, so we might as well go about our regular business.
Indeed.
Milo heads back to the lab to don the 85% finished armor to start his functions tests.
Okay.
A little robot arm that has like a face like this to grab things for you.
Kashik is not going to be helping Milo today. She's got other plans, so.
That is okay.
I will say, what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things Crowley's going to do is he's going to grab his journal that he constantly writes in. He's going to move toward Gandalwin. He's like, Gandalwin, if I can, I would like to record everything that you said you witnessed within this mirror. It might prove important in the future. and I will see what I can learn further of Droham with my contacts. Would you be willing to reiterate one more time?
Yeah, I guess so.
Take your time.
Go through everything with them.
Yeah, I'll go through everything with as much detail as I can, excluding the specifics of the conversations that I had with my mother.
Okay. If there are certain things you're excluding, send them to me in Messenger.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, mostly just the exact conversations that I had with my mother. I would still include the entity that I saw and all that other stuff. Just the contents of the conversations I had.
Gotcha.
Outside of what I've already told them.
Okay. Go into specifics with it. Give me just a wisdom check real quick. D20 plus your wisdom.
Oh boy.
Just to see how well you recant your tale to Crowley.
Not very.
Inspiration.
You give him inspiration. Hello.
Okay.
He called
like
it before you said
Okay.
anything. So
Okay.
you get a D10 to it.
And guidance. I'm just kidding.
That doesn't help that much, but it's a 13 instead of an 11.
Okay. You get kind of dicey around the details with the conversation with your mother, which kind of chops it up your story a little bit and causes you to stutter and stammer a bit. But for the most part, you get everything about the place. You get the mirrors that were suspended in the
Gray,
air.
Foggy landscape, all that fun stuff. The
Mhm.
red eyes and whatever. The entities, TM, that chased me out last time.
And I will say, whenever you do get dicey and dodgy, Crowley's not going to pry. Being a master of secrets such as himself, he will let it slide and just go with what you give him.
Okay.
If he detects it all. I'm not saying he does.
Yeah, but
Probably so. I'm a shit liar.
Well, you also have a 19 or a 20 insight, passive insight. So
21 insight.
You at 21 insight. With that, I would say it's pretty easy to tell. At the very least, Ganowin is very uncomfortable with sort of giving out details about the conversation. But yeah, easy enough.
After he finishes writing, he'll dribble some sand on it, let it dry up, and close it. Give me some time, and I will see what further information I can dig up regarding this incident.
All right. And look, I'm not going to tell you to not try to use the mirror, but I'll say it's dangerous. Anyway.
With your permission, I would like you to perhaps be with me when I try the mirror, being someone who's already used it.
Okay. Sure.
Excellent.
Okay.
Crowley's going to lean back and, rise from the table and go back to his room.
All right. Head back to your room. Everybody with a setup plan for tonight. I think that's a really good spot to end the session tonight.
Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I feel immense joy right now. So we're gonna raid somebody and give some support back to the community that supports us so much. So we are gonna raid someone in the TTRPG community. But before we do that, we are Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Monday and Saturday. On Mondays, we do Ghost of Saltmarsh, which is Ghost of Saltmarsh words, DM'd by our boy right over here, Gandwin at Fear DOA.
It will not be this Monday, though.
Not this Monday. Yeah.
Not this upcoming
Not
Monday.
this Monday, because our
will be
Dungeon
next.
Master and Jakob would not be there. So join us the next Monday. And then on this next Saturday, we won't be doing Across Eberron. We got a lot of pulling audibles here and there. This next Saturday, since it is Brittany's birthday, happy birthday, Brittany, we're going to be doing a one-shot instead of Across Eberron. And then things after that week will pick back up to normal. So.
The first time we've ever missed a Ghost of Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
Just
right?
over
It
a
would
year,
be,
yeah.
the first Ghost of Saltmarsh, yeah.
Made it just over a year without missing a session.
Yep.
Sad. 'Cause
Yep.
It's getting spicy over there too.
It is indeed. It
Sterling
is.
reputation.
It's getting spicy over there. Like,
That's fine.
whew, we need to cool some jets in that campaign right now. But certainly go check us out. Also check out Extra Life. You'll see our little thermometer down right here. If you do !charity in chat, looks like Brittany already did it. Check that out. Woo. Donate some money, help save some kids, and win some cool prizes too. I think that is it. Thank you guys for playing with me. Thank you guys for joining us. For those that have, make sure you drop a follow and a like. It really helps the algorithm stop crushing us. And we'll catch you guys next time. Much love.